This is true. I never took off for Johnson. Guys, this is wrong for Johnson. I never took off for Johnson. I never took off guys. This is wrong for Johnson. I never took off for Johnson. Guys, this is wrong for I never took off for Johnson.
Wheels spin on the ground. Sky dark rolls a sound. Echo in the heart's core. Ride like never before. Pedals screaming, wind howl. Freedom rushes through the soul. Chase the night, break the dawn. Never stop, keep rolling on.
Dudes, welcome back. Colin here over at Inside Cycling World, guys. Just some technical difficulties getting the stream set up this morning, as in I have no idea what I'm doing over here, guys. Hoping this is live now. We're soon going to find out. I don't have a live notification from my video yet, so I'm a little bit stressed out here. Let's go, guys. 85th Skoda Tour of Luxembourg. Stage race at the Pro Series. Today we are doing Remich to Mamer, 168.4 kilometers. Dudes, I'm going to do some checking here on some stuff. How am I going to do this now? This is very tough for me to do on the fly. Give me a second, guys. I got to get this figured out. I don't even know if this is running today. Yeah, hard to tell. So what I did wrong with it this morning was I set up a stream yesterday. I had it set at private because I was still working on something. When I launched the stream this morning, it was set as private. I didn't know what to do. I canceled that stream. I've created a new one. So, okay, we got people here. We've got people here. Don's in the mix. Hey, Don, is everything working good here? Dude, I can't tell. I just saw your name pop up, but I can't see my stream here on my chat, so I'm a little bit stressed out about that. So let me just do this here quickly, Don. Don's here. I'm gonna have to pull yeah, nothing's working here. That's not working either. Okay, I'm gonna try this again here, guys. Is this video live here? I don't even know. Okay, Don's saying it looks good. Just be like early, F it, we're doing it live. Yeah, dude, yes. Guys, so I haven't gotten my notification that I'm even live yet, so I have no idea what's going on here. So I set up the stream as private. I didn't have a thumbnail ready. Joey had the thumbnail ready, so I couldn't. So I just put it as private when I got it set up last night, and forgot to get it done. Woke up this morning, started streaming, and I'm like, how come nothing's showing up? 5x5, you're good. Okay, dude, awesome. As long as the coffee works. Dude, I'm trying to get it working today. You know what? I'm so groggy today. The last few days, guys, have been really tough. Where I'm like, I'm not jumping out of bed lately anymore. I don't know why. Must be fall coming here right now, guys. I'd still love to know why this... I guess maybe because I made 2 notifications and I'm not getting it. So I'm going to pull open my YouTube here, I guess. Oh, here it is. Okay, we're working here. Okay, that's what I got to do. Now I can shut this down. We can get to it, guys. I can close down my email. I think we're good. Everyone says we're 5x5. I see the thumbnail. Yeah, dude, so that thumbnail, it probably said stage 1. So I was like, okay, I got this all ready. Joey Jojo wasn't home. I was by myself going, okay, how do I change this? I can't. She did it. Anyway, guys, over at the 85th Skoda Tour of Luxembourg, we've already gone over the Côte d'Range, Winter Range. What I want to show you guys right away is where we're started today, guys. I've done a lot of work this morning already trying to get this ready. And then a disastrous start there. So dudes, this is where we are. I'm in my pink jersey. I felt like being a winner today for once in my life. So I'm rocking it out, guys. I'm doing the Eddie Merckx Molteni jersey here. You can see it right here, guys. In my Giro jersey today. Where are we again? Luxembourg, guys. Let's just have a little zoom out. Luxembourg wedged between three countries here, Belgium, France, and Germany. We zoom in. This was kind of our first climb today, the Chateau Wind Range. We actually started right down here, and we're doing a loop. We started right down here on the other side of the river, on the east side of the river. We actually, you know what? We might have started right here. Yeah, we started on this side because that's the border. That river is the border. There's this nature area here. It looks like a swampy lowlands. And we come out of town, and I think we come up through Remerschen. That's going to be important to remember. We go through Wind Range. Then we climb up Wind Range here. What I've also pulled up is Climb Finder here. Ooh, this might be hard for me to do now. The names are all so confusing here. Right down here. Guys, this is where we started. Here's that same nature area. So it's like a big wetlands. So I think we started just on this side. Maybe we started on that side. I don't know. I'll have to check that in the start map. I've got that sitting here as well. Here's the actual start map here. Kind of hard to tell. Yeah, if you look in the bottom right-hand corner of the map here, guys, you can see the little, white arrow on the green there, that lightish green color. We start right down here. And there's a double track. That's because we start once here in this town. I think it's Remich. I'll go back and see where Remich is actually. We start here. We go through Immersion. We turn off, go to Wind Range, climb up to, I think it's Elvange, but they say Elvange here. That is the Côte de Wind Range right there. Wind Range. We do a loop around like this right along the German border. There's a river there. We come back where we started. We go back through Immersion again for the second climb of the day, which you're going to see on the profile here right away. Just so you guys can get a better gander as to what we're looking at here. Let me do this. Just do this here quickly, guys. So yeah, here's Wind Range. It's probably Wind Range. Peloton's there right now, guys. 7 riders are in a breakaway. No names yet. And 30 seconds back to the Peloton. We're going to do a big loop around now. It looks like it's probably, a 30-something kilometer loop. Before we come back to the Côte de Remerschen, that's 1.5 kilometers at 5%. This is where we're down in these valleys. There's so many rivers down low here with abrupt little hillsides. We're just climbing up out of them every time. So when we go through Remich again, 5, 3, 2, and 1 points there. That's green jersey points. Actually, the jersey here for sprinters is more of a bluey green. I'm going to show you that here right away too. I really like the leader's jersey. It's a multicolored. I think it's yellow, blue, and green. So at the Côte de Wind Range today, we had KOM points. So we know that our mountains jersey leader is the Team Coloquick rider. Oh, it's changed. Milmoran got it. So it was Malte Hellerup as of yesterday, the Danish rider. He rides for Team Coloquick. There he is. Young dude. And Milmoran, the national team rider, who was with Malte yesterday all the way. These two went in that solo break. As far as they could. They went on a 113-kilometer break yesterday. He's out hunting points today early in the day. Let me get caught up with everyone here, guys. Yeah, guys, sorry for that disastrous start. Fab Cycling's greetings from the Bahamas. Dude, we need some of that here. Dude, fall's kicking in way too fast. I think me and Joey are going through a lot of, when can we get out of here? What do we got to do to change our lives up? We have no idea. Doug, welcome aboard, dude. Cassidy Arrington, good morning, my cycling friends. Hey, guys, this is from Paparino. Slovakian Images live, 80K to go, 3 climbs before the finish. I still need to find out where I can see that one. What I will do, guys, is let's go back to the other map quickly. I just want to talk about it a little bit more. And then I'll come back out. So here's the stage. We do this big loop. So right now we're on this, let's call it the Remich loop. We're on this Remich loop now. When you go back to the profile later, you're going to see that there'll be a nice flat section. It's obviously where we're in this river valley. There's a river that comes here right along the border. That's going to be the Pan Flat. We're at the bottom of the river valley there. You can see that river continue on at the bottom of the map in this grayed out area. We climb again. We head west. We'll be going through, well, we got a sprint point in Remich coming up. That's coming up right away. Head to the west. Loop around. There's another climb up here, the Monti de Mariendelhof. Short, steep. We enter the final circuit. It's 2 laps around Mamer. That gives a chance for all the big sprint teams to get lined up. They want this to be a sprint stage. Look at the profile at the end. It's perfectly designed for the big sprint teams. So we had a real tough, punchy course yesterday, which really suited Romain Gregoire. I mean, the bookies picked him, and he won it. Super explosive, last finish, finishing effort out of that dude. Up tougher courses. He's not a sprinter, but throw a little bit of a hill in there, and that guy is very powerful. Young rider, too. He's going to have a big career ahead of him. So we enter Mamer. We're doing a clockwise loop. Going to go around one full time, a second time around. Sprint teams, this should give them lots of chances to get organized for the finish here. While we're out of here, too, guys, we're going to take a look at the, I think it's the jerseys here. Did I have them signed up? Maybe I just got to back up a little bit here. Oh, not what I wanted to do. Where are our jerseys? I think if I go to the race center. Yeah, here we go, guys. So at the top left-hand corner here, Romain Gregoire is riding in the leader's jersey. It's a yellow jersey with, kind of a multicolored. It looks like the shoulders and the arms are kind of like a greeny, lightish color to a darker blue to a red. Gregoire will also have the points jersey at this point. Kind of a light bluey color. Green jersey for climbers. That's Malte Hellerup, who's now 1 point out of that jersey. Young jersey, white for the youth jersey, and best team is EF Education. Bouncing over to the stages here, we should be able to go to the race center right away. And this should give you a good idea as to what we're looking at today out there. Timeline. So the red dot, we've already been through it. We've been through that. That's the Côte de Went range. It does go up and down on that circuit. Then here we're in the flat. Where you see this S point here, this is a sprint point. Sprint points only. That's where we started today. Then we head back out again through immersion again. We climb up and start heading out. Then we'll take off to the west. Okay, guys, let's jump into it now. Let's get back to the other site. Boom, there we go. Okay, I feel like I'm getting back on track here, guys. I hate a terrible start. I had already had a bad start today. It was already kind of a rough start to get going here, guys. So great to see everyone here. We're on course. We've covered 26.27 kilometers now. 141 kilometers to go. You can see our sprint point, our intermediate sprint, is at 40 kilometers, 39.6 kilometers it says here. This will be a fairly quick race. I think it's designed, for a breakaway to go early. Sprinters to reel them in at the end. You can see here at the end, I think it's like 13 or 14 kilometers per loop. So they've got like 28 to 30 kilometers, it looks like. Yeah. We should be in the first loop at about kilometer 138, it looks like here. And we go to 160, so 30 kilometers. So we get about 15 kilometers per loop for the teams to get organized. So that's going to be pretty awesome to see. A lot of these countries here, they love the circuit racing at the finish, guys. While we're at it too, let me just bounce back here. I'm doing this for a reason. Slovakia, sprint stage over here, guys, but tough finish. They've already covered 113 kilometers. 6 riders in the break. Good mixture of teams here. It looks mostly like, I'm going to say, outside of maybe this dude. Okay, Lotto Development Team. That's what threw me off there. That jersey looks familiar. This is going to be mostly continental riders here. So Jasper Hesters for Volker Vessels. Martin Volter, ATT Investments. Mateusz Stochik, Elkov Kasper from Slovakia here. 1.9 meters tall, big tall dude, 80 kilograms. This guy looks like a big powerhouse to me. Sprinter. So this is going to be all continental riders here. They're all getting their time at the front. The World Tour and the pro teams are just lurking behind them right now, ready to try to reel them back. We've got 3 different climbs coming up, 3.5 kilometers at 5.5%. Then we hit a 3 kilometers at 5.7. Finally, 2.4 kilometers at 5.8. And then it's just an absolute bomb down to the finish. Expect the big boys to come out today. Team Visma Lisa Bike is currently pulling in the peloton. I can't see any of these images, guys. I'm just using PCS here and what I'm seeing on screen to rock through this here, guys. Lucas Kubis should be ready to come out and play at this one. Paul Manier's here. This is going to be a tough one today. I mean, you got to think that Paul Manier is your favorite today. As long as he survives these hills, which he should be able to. It all depends what the other teams do. I mean, these aren't that tough. They're asking a poll here. Okay, 56% voted yes that he will still be in the leader's jersey. I think so too. I'm not sure who's going to beat him at the finish here. Lucas Kubis should give him a good run for his money. Just browsing through stuff here, guys. Okay, so that's where we're at there. Let's come back to the homepage here for a little bit, guys. Just want to talk about some other stuff. So, big races today, obviously. Tour of Slovakia, which looks like a fantastic race. Tour of Luxembourg looks really, really good too. A Pro Series race and a 2.1. Guys, don't discount the 0.1 races. This is the time of year where you're going to see like really, really good sprinters showing up at all these 0.1 races. There's just a ton of them coming up. And again, it's races I've never even heard of. Like, they're just one-day events in the middle of Belgium somewhere, and some of the best riders out there will show up for them. We're seeing it already in races popping up. Some of these fall classics we've seen in Italy. Now, latest transfers. David Piganzoli, Team Polti Visit Malta. Guys, he's in the Tour of Luxembourg. So it was announced yesterday during the Tour of Luxembourg that he will be leaving Team Polti Visit Malta to Team Visma Lisa Bike. Huge move for him, I think. He's signing a 3-year contract, stepping up from Pro Series to World Tour. Here comes the pay raise, bros. Good for you, dude. Good for you. This dude here, 8th at the Memorial Marco Pantani. What would that have been? That was only a week ago. We did the Memorial Pantani. He did the Coppa Sabatini, 10th place. Giro della Toscana, 8th place. GP Industria and Arcianato. Let's take a look at that one. That's his best finish there. 3rd place behind Isaac Del Toro and Christian Scaroni. We covered that race, guys. This dude here, yeah, like World Tour teams, Pro Series teams all around him. Yeah, like that's really impressive. I mean, that it is a Pro Series team that he's on as well, but just he's right there with all these World Tour riders. So he's definitely stepping up now. He did race at Vuelta a Burgos earlier this year. Was also at the Giro. I looked at that this morning. 14th place at the Giro. 4th in youth classification. This guy is super solid. 11th at the Tour of the Alps. I take a look at this guy here and I say, you know what? Super talent. Just needs that refining. He needs to be refined. So put him into a team with a bigger budget. They'll polish him and getting ready for World Tour wins. Fab Cycling saying, okay, Soudal and Visma pulling on the front of the peloton, keeping the gap close. Visma drilling it on this climb in Slovakia. Dudes, I wish I could see this. I just can't. The one race I can't see right now. So I think you guys are all watching that on Eurosport, I believe. Man, maybe I do got to get a VPN. Yeah, that's what I got to do. We've also got another move here. Amaro Capio from Arkea B&B. He's heading over to Team Jaco Alula. 32 years old, bigger rider, sprinter, probably domestique. Moving over there next year. Now guys, back to Tour of Luxembourg. I want to talk about this dude for a second. So you can see here we're going from Remich to Mamer. Mamer, very Famous city there. Famous cyclist comes from this part of the world. What I'll do is, you know what I'm going to do, guys? I'm going to take this page into Slovakia so I can keep a good eye on it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can see it's going to happen here. Ooh, Kian Uterbroeks going on the attack, you guys, on the first climb of the day. The first real categorized climb of the day. I've actually had 2 categorized climbs earlier, and that's what I love about these races, guys. I'm going to say it every time. Throw a bunch of points out there for the dudes. Throw points out there for the dudes. When there's races, and it happens more at the Grand Tours, guys, where they'll have, you know, a profile that looks like this, and they'll give one or two of these climbs categorization. So here's points available for Conti guys. Like, look at the dude that's still left at the front. He's still in the breakaway. He's a Czech rider. Martin Volter. Let's take a look at this dude right here. Martin Volter. ATT Investments. Continental rider. He's 23 years old. Super tall dude, too. 1.9 meters tall. 1 meters tall. He was able to get the first climb. It's only 2.5 kilometers at 1.8, but that's sponsorships. Sponsors are looking at that. There's probably little small prizes and stuff available on course. They can fight for jerseys. I mean, that's what you got to do. I think the Grand Tours could learn a lot from this type of race. Pass out more points, make it more interesting. Like Sabiov here, we had points and time bonuses at this point right here. So it really makes it worthwhile to go for the sprint points. Throw you some time bonifications on as well. Lucas Van Gils wins the KOM Sprint 2. Lucas Van Gils here, he's a development rider for Lotto. Here he is. He's wearing the Lotto jersey. I think they're wearing different jerseys today, the new style. 19 years old. So he was a club rider for Team Kempen in 2024, and now he's on the Lotto development team, 2025. Are we looking at a future classics winner right here, guys? This young dude here, like, wow. That's crazy. He's out there doing it. And so these points are available for him to get. I love it. There's a Slovak link. Okay, on YouTube. Guys, I'm going to look for it right now. Just bear with me. And I got one more thing I want to show you about the Tour of Luxembourg here. YouTube. Let's get in it. You'd think I'd know how to use YouTube, right? I'm actually really terrible at it. Okay, so that's my notification. Tour of Slovakia. I know I just couldn't find it yesterday. TNT. Ugh, no thanks. Okay, so Tour of Luxembourg. Oh, that's me. I can't watch that. Live Tour of Slovakia. Okay, dude, I'm gonna see where this one takes me. Live stream available. I don't know how I get to it. Sorry, dudes. It's just saying live stream available here. That's okay. I'll try to work on it in the background here, guys. Maybe this one. It's another one. Yeah, that's crazy. Oh, stream link on chat. That means it's going to take me to like one of a billion different sites that are just riddled with ads and weird stuff. Maybe I'll hold off on that for now. Is that how you guys are watching it? Dudes in the chat. Guys, going back to Luxembourg here, I want to talk about this bro. Check this bro out here. Born in 1899. His name is Nicholas France. This guy is a big name in Luxembourg. He's obviously a Luxembourger. Where we're finishing today in the town of Mamer. That's his hometown, place of birth. Guy weighed 78 kilos. So kind of a heavyweight for a cyclist at 1.75 meters. Different. I think the racing was so hard back then, you had to be a little bit more well-built. 12-time national championships in the Luxembourg road race. This guy won it every year. Yeah, look at this. He won from 1923, wow, all the way through to 1934. He dominated the national championships. First thing I'm going to show you right here, he won the Tour de France twice, guys. This dude here won the Tour de France twice. Back in 1928, first place, Tour de France. And what's so cool about this, guys, I was digging in deep on this. I'm on your sport feed. Okay. Yeah, guys, when I watch this stuff, I want to do it like legit. I hate to get into something that's going to put some junk on my computer. 1928, this dude here, Nicolas France, guys, he's kind of like the cycling hero in Luxembourg. They even talk about him on the main feed, which I think Andy Schleck had a lot to put into that. 1928, this guy won the Tour de France, 22 stages back then. It gets even stranger. Guys, I'm now listening to that book, the first part about the Tour de France. And I'm actually pre this stuff, but I know a lot about it now from other books. It changed every year, and the distances that they covered, this is actually starting to look more realistic. 200, 140, 199, but big stages. Look at this one. Hendaye to Luchon. We know Luchon is up in the mountains in the Pyrenees. That was a 387 kilometer stage. Luchon, again, mountain stage to Perpignan, 323 kilometers. Just tons of stages over 300 Ks. So maybe you need to be a little bit more thickly built to survive these stages back then. This guy rode Paris-Roubaix a lot too. This year here, probably not his best finish at Paris-Roubaix. Won Paris-Rennes, was racing Paris Tours way back then. He also won the Tour de France in 1927. First in the GC. Look at this. Guys, check this one out. This is what I mean. The Tour de France just evolved so much in the past. This race had 24 stages. 24 stages at this Tour de France, and probably a massive distance. Even the last day was 344 kilometers. 344. Here's 360. Just insane stages. Paris-Bruxelles, Paris-Longwy, Paris Tours. Just a totally different era. 1926, Tour de France, he got second place. This guy was like top of the field back then. And look at this one here. 1926 only had 17 stages. But huge stages, guys. 427 kilometers. Think about that. Oh yeah, you do 427 today. Tomorrow you're doing 280. Suck it up, Buttercup. Look at these two. Cherbourg to Brest, 405 kilometers. Oh, this brutal. 373, 334, 433, 361, 357, 405, 412. Here's your rest day of 285. Every day. They did have rest days back then too, though. You can see them here. You can see the dates. They'd have rest dates in between. They try to restock, recoup. Yeah, so this guy is an absolute legend in Luxembourg right here. Really cool learning about him. And back to Slovakia, guys. Let's see what's going on here. Lucas Van Gils still holding the peloton off. The chase group's at 10 seconds. Peloton's at 31. Wonder if he's going for these points here. Mountains classification. Still Damon Stein from yesterday. This rider was in that long breakaway yesterday. Lucas Van Gils here has picked up 8 points today. Martin Volter, another breakaway rider today, has picked up 7. We'll come back here. What's coming up next for them? Still 3 more points. 3 points for first place. This dude wants it. Lucas Van Gils. Can he? It's a long ways to go still. That's kind of a long ways to go there still. Coffee, guys. I feel like I'm coming to life now. I feel like I'm coming to life. I think I'll stay out of that stuff for now. Ad Central, it looks like to me. Oh, right here. It says Lucas Van Gils is now waiting for group number 2. He wants some support. Martin Volter in that second group is also contending for the KOM jersey here. At the sprint point, it was Matis Stocek, Jasper Haste, Lucas Van Gils, and then Martin Volter. For the points, they all got points there. 4 riders in the break, guys. I'll use this one here now. So there's Mr. Nicolas France. Born in 99, lived a long life up to 1985. Imagine this dude sitting around when he was 86 years old watching the Tour de France. I can just see it now. Watching the Tour of Luxembourg every year. Really cool to me. And actually, he retired from cycling the year before. I bet you that. I wonder if that's got something to do with the storyline of it. He retires in 1934. What does he do next year? He probably contributed to the development of the Tour of Luxembourg because it started in 1935. He's done racing. He's got time on his hands. Boom. I'm starting a race. I wonder if he had a lot to do with it. They do talk about him a lot on the Tour of Luxembourg page, the Skoda Tour of Luxembourg. So we're going to use this one here now, guys, to bounce around. We're going back to Tour of Luxembourg here. Okay, Fab Cycling. You'll get lots of pop-ups, but just close them. You're good to go. Okay, dude, you know what? I'm going to give it a try. Going to give it a try here. I never liked this laptop anyway. Just kidding. Tour of Slovakia. At least if I can see something that's going on. I'd like to see Lucas Kubas do good today. So I think there's a link here. Yeah, this is where you get the link. And I'll try this. Tour of Slovakia, maybe. Says it's the official live stream. Yeah, okay. I'm going to try. Live now. Tour of Slovakia 2025. There it is there. I don't know. We're going to find out real quick. Trying to get this going, guys. Here's the quiet time when I'm working on my PC. It always does stuff to me. For some reason, I'm watching rugby. Yeah, I'm watching rugby over here. Guys, rugby. Fascinating game. Let's talk about it. I'm trying to watch this. It says I'm watching Tour de Slovakia 2025, but I'm watching something different. Well, I'm going to try to watch. It says the Tour of Luxembourg's here too. That is going to be, I don't know yet. So maybe I just found the wrong link. Oh, nicknames for riders at the Tour of Luxembourg. Niels Pollitt, the giraffe. Andre Vendram, they call him Vendramix, whatever that means. Vincenzo Albanese, Alba. Okay, yeah, this is not taking me anywhere. So guys, I'm just going to leave that for now. Maybe I can find a different one. Tour of Slovakia. Here, I'll try this one, guys. This is going to be another link. Live here. I'll try this. And let's go live. I think this is taking me back to the same spot. Yeah, it is. It's taking me to something called privatemedia.app, which is doing nothing for me. Now it wants to sign in, blah, blah, blah. Okay, guys, I need to stay focused. I'll take your word for what's going on. I'll see what I can figure out from the stats here. Pop Marina saying Canadian women are in the Rugby World Cup semifinals. Good team of sturdy girls. Okay. Dude, do you see Isabella Holmgren? Like, is she double world champion now? Guys, let's take a look at that. While we're here, I do need to look at this. Where is she? Maybe it's not going to show up here. I think it was in mountain bike. I need Dream here. Dream. Where's Dream? I haven't seen Dream for a while. Dream's left me. Dream, please come back. Isabella Holmgren. Guys, I'm going to search her up right now. Isabella. She should be pretty popular right now in the searches. Yeah, Isabella Holmgren. Okay, this is probably just going to show road results. So Tour de l'Avenir Femmes, first place in the GC. 20 years old. I think she's got a twin sister. Yeah, her sister is Ava Holmgren. That's right. She has a twin sister. But it's Isabella who just won. In mountain bike. Their brother is Gunnar. He's older. He races. He's 26 there. He rose Paris Ancaster. I do know that race, gravel race, fourth place. That was way back early in the year. Parents, I think, were both cyclists as well. But back to Isabella here. I wonder if... Yeah, she's just appeared on Facebook for me. Ooh, look at this too. She's going to the World Championships. She is going... This rider is a beast here. Isabella Holmgren. And she's going with her sister too. That's awesome. So the two sisters will be working side by side for Canada. Hey, ladies. Watch out here. If you know what that's from, guys, let me know. Hey, ladies. Watch out here for Team Canada, guys. Coming at you. Once in a while, we bang out incredible athletes in sports that really aren't our sports. Yeah, these girls are really, really impressive here. Really impressive. But yeah, I'm pretty sure she just won a World Championships in mountain biking. So I'll have to see how I can find that. I wonder if we go specialties. I don't know where to look for that. Because I think this is all just road here generally. I don't know why it's not showing up. I think I'll do that on the side here, guys. Tour of Luxembourg, guys, we are at 43.2 kilometers. We came through the first sprint point today at Remich. Situation on the road, we have 7 riders in the break. Mil Morang from yesterday, Malte Hellerup is joined them. He wasn't with them earlier, now he's with them. Luc Bettendorf, Pedro Pinto, Victor Papon, Jonas Geens for Flanders Belloise, and Baptiste Gillet. Baptiste Gillet does ride for Arkea B&B's. It's the development team rider. He's 20 years old. So moving along there. And back to Tour of Slovakia, guys. Okay, they've all come back together. So Lucas Van Gils was waiting for them. We have Paul Doublé, probably Paul Double. I think I've seen Paul just recently somewhere else. Probably Coppa Sabatini. Or it could have been Toscana. And now that I'm seeing he got 13th place at Toscana, that's probably why I saw him. Probably saw him in those top names. I don't remember him anywhere else. Tour of Austria. Rode the Giro early this year. He rides for Team Jaco Alula here. Second climb of the day, guys. 26 seconds back to the peloton right now. Konrad Schabok just got dropped from Group 1. So there's only 3 left in that front group now. We've also lost Martin Volter. Martin Volter's out of Group 1 as well. We're down to 3 riders there. Peloton's coming fast, guys. Hunting them down now. Yeah, dude, there we go. Yeah, dude, Paul Marino, thank you so much. UCI Mountain Bike World Championships, rising Canadian star Isabella Holmgren takes second straight under 23 title. Like, yeah, guys. And also, you know, racing. She's a road racer, too. Both her and her sister are road racers. And they're both going to the World Championships next weekend, guys. That's going to be fun to do. I hope everyone can join me for that. I think we should get a lot of interest in that. I'm not even sure where else would there be for commentary on that kind of stuff. Like, I don't really know. I'm not really following. Guys, is it all available? Like, if for like Eurosport, is it all available, fully covered already? It must be. Must be all covered already. Guys, for me, working on a couple things. I reached out to a dude yesterday. Well, I am working on something else. I'm waiting for the official announcement. They've kind of announced it, I guess. This will be for like virtual cycling inside. I will be doing the commentary for them. It's just hey, Colin, can you do this for us? And I sent, you know, my usual style. Huge thing. What kind of compensation? That kind of stuff. I responded with a big, long, blathering thing. I said, compensation, free like last year. No compensation required. Karma's a good thing. And, yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. So that'll be during more of the winter months. I'll be doing a lot of commentary for that organization. So I'll be doing that. And also talk to another dude just quickly. Zwift Elite Racing has now been officially shut down. So guys, you can race for money on My Whoosh on Sundays. So the UAE, yeah, those guys, They fund all the money. It's pretty competitive racing. 6 categories, men's and women's. And they pay out cash every weekend. There's ex-pro riders there racing on the weekends. There's other riders who are still racing outside, and they will show up for weekend races. Easy way to make money for them. They don't have to go outside. They don't have to worry about crashing. They don't got to worry about traveling. So the big names there would be like Jason Osborne, Michael Vink. Those are the big names. Michael Vink rode for UAE. Jason Osborne rode for Alpecin de Koenig. Neither were like gigantic names on the road outside, but inside they got big engines, and that's all you need inside. You don't really need to be that race savvy. Bike handling skills can be less, although these guys would be good. They're really good inside. So yeah, that's elite racing over on my Whoosh. Zwift shut all theirs down. But the racing on Zwift already, without there being money, is very elite. Like, it's serious stuff. So I saw some people talking about it. I commented too, and I'm like, hey, Zwift is all for community racing to me, and my Whoosh is only for elite racing. They just kind of specifically sticked. It's obviously that's their focus, is elite racing. And that's fine. That's fine. But someone was saying, hey man, we need a commentator to pump up the jam over here on Zwift racing. So I just reached out to him, said, hey dude, maybe I'm that person. So I think I might just make a video and throw it at him and say, there you go. I just need to figure out when those dudes race. So I'm kind of getting ready for the winter season coming up. Teams pulling in the peloton here at Tour of Slovakia. Obviously team Unibet Tita Rockets for Lucas Kubis. Let's take a look. Not that way. Let's take a look at the Unibet Tita Rockets. I got to catch up on their videos. Lucas Kubis, Elvind Broholt Fonier, Adrian Mayer, Adam Tupelik, and Killen Verschuren. Strange that they only have 5 riders here. Only 5 riders. Every other team has 7. Is that real? I mean, they are a smaller team, but strange. There's Kubis now, Hitman, going up against this dude, Paul Manier. Probably has to be hands down favorites today. Guys, what are the odds for Paul to win today? Papa Marino, Fabs like him, maybe if you guys are hanging here. What are the odds for Paul Manier to win the stage today? Got to be really good. Well, very high chance of him winning. You're not going to win tons of money. You have to bet a lot of cash monies to win at that. So we have 2 riders out front here at Tour of Slovakia. Paul Double and Bart Lemon. 52 seconds back to the peloton right now. And I'm going to jump back to the Tour of Luxembourg guys. Okay, I know exactly where they are, guys. I want to take you back over here for a second. We're going to come back over here just quickly. Pull this open here. Right now, on course, they're just coming through here through Remich again. So they started on the river system here between the border of Luxembourg and Germany. Dead flat down here. You can actually see here all the ponds and puddles. That's a wetlands. It's a gigantic wetlands preserve area. They came around once, first loop, back through Remich, sprint point at the start. And now they're climbing up here. They will be going up the Côte de Remich. What if I can find that here for you? Yeah, I sure can. Close this down. So it says the border is the river here. The border's the river. I think they started in Germany. Yeah. The pink line is the border. Pretty sure. Sure it is. It kind of gets hard when you get zoomed up, but that pink line is the border with Germany and Luxembourg there. So yeah, you can see all these ponds and stuff down here. I think we started like down here somewhere. So we probably started on the German side, because there's no real place to start on this side here. Guys, I could just come back here again. Yeah, you can see here. Here's the German border. Besch. The town of Besch. Did we start in Besch? I think we did. I need to come back here. No, it says Remich. It says we actually started in Remich. Gonna come back here again, guys, and take a look at this. So we're coming back through here now, through Remersion. We will be climbing up Côte de Remersion. Once we jump back here, you're gonna see this second climb of the day right now. They're on it right now. They probably just gotten through it. Just coming up to it, actually. So I'm gonna hang up here, 85th score, Skoda Tour of Luxembourg. 7 riders in that front group. There's going to be a big battle here between Malte Helleroop and Mil Morang. For what I remember, these two, Malte is a smaller rider. Mil is the bigger rider. Mil is, doesn't show his height, but he's really tall. And I think Malte was shorter. Doesn't show his height either. Sprinter, bit of a climb to him. This guy's continental. He only became a trainee last year, so it's kind of been pro for like 1 year right now, really. Club level racing before that. So look at all there's lots of racing in Denmark. Tour of Norway early in the year. I didn't do that race. Yeah, so lots of one-day races here for this dude. Wow, so many of them. Look at this. This dude here. August 7th he raced, the 8th he raced, the 9th he raced, the 10th, week off, the 17th, the 31st. Like sometimes they just stack the races up on a little series of these criterium races. I mean, they're not very long. This Herning City race was only 56 kilometers. Just high-speed crit racing. Learn all your bike handling skills at those things. Okay. The odds offered for today's races on... No odds offered on 365. Dude, what's Poggy's odds to win the time trial? Pop, I'm sure you're looking at that. Guys, World Championships is going to be fantastic. It's a really tough course. I believe the time trial for the men... I'd have to look at all of them again. 721 meters of climbing. With 4 small climbs. Nothing too steep. I think the longer climbs, they're 3-4%. So I'd like to know what the Poggy odds are. I'm sure you guys have watched Lantern Rouge as well. I watched it all yesterday. Last night, actually. And Mr. Patrick was saying, he goes, I don't know about Poggy winning this. It's more, you could stay aero in that 3-4%, which he's right about. If you can stay aero, that's not Poggy's strong point. Poggy is more of a powerful rider. Steepen it up, Poggy will destroy everyone. Flatten it out a bit, advantage starts going back towards Remco. So I think it's going to be really interesting. Maybe Remco is the one to bet on. And I'm honestly going to figure out how to do that. Right now, on the fly, guys. Bet 365. Bet 365. Cycling odds. I think that's what I'd look for. See what it's going to give me. Drink my coffee. Bet 10, this, blah, latest odds. It's going to get... What I hate about going to these sites, it'll be like, oh yeah, here's the betting odds for the 2024 Tour de France. Okay, so they do have Tour de France this year. Let's look at view latest odds. Looks like it is working. Oh. Okay, so these are the odds for World Championships TT. Poggy 4-6. Remco 13-8. Jay Vine 9-2. Well, you know, when I was watching Lantern Rouge, Patrick's betting on Remco, I think. I think he said Remco, Luke Plapp, and Jay Vine. That was his 1, 2, 3. And I think Lantern Rouge, Patrick said 5th place for Poggy. It's not... His theory was it's not steep enough to favor Poggy. That's where his big dominance is. Like, if you think about, like, the Perry Sword at the Tour de France, he blew all of them out of the water because... it was just uphill. Aerodynamics didn't really count that much anymore. Whereas Remco will do really well on these low gradient climbs and the descents. There's quite a bit of descending to at the World Championship course. I wonder if that's available for me to look at yet here. Guys, let me do this here quickly. I'm going to just refresh this. Because, dudes, 13-8 for Remco, that's basically 2-1. J Vine at 4.5-1. Yeah. Those might be some interesting ones to do. I'm going to look up Luke Plapp odds. Dude, check out Luke Plapp to win outright. Again, he is a really good time trialist. And we've seen it this year at the Tour de France. Oh, yeah. Plapp, 22-1. Yeah, I'm seeing that here. I'm looking at it here, and I think it's got it as 23. No, it's changed to 26 is what I'm seeing here. So bet $10, returns 260. Plapp, 22-1. Del Toro, 33. Okay. Oh, okay. Dude, I'm probably looking at something weird here. I'm looking at something called Bet Boost. So, I don't know. That might be some promotional thing for me. But yeah, it says 34-1 for Isaac Del Toro. And with this Bet Boost feature, it goes to 41. Yeah. Alaphilippe at 67. Well, he's currently 51. Oh, wow. Papa, what's the safe bet? What do you think? Papa's the man for all my betting tips that I never use, but I really want to. Oh, I'd love to throw like $10 on Luke Plapp. I'd love that. That might be a good one. Yeah, let's take a look at that, guys. Something I would just want to do here quickly, just for fun stuff. Oh, I'm on the wrong keyboard. Luke Plapp there. Not Luker. Luke Plapp, Australian, 1.81 meters tall. He's the right height. Last race he did was the San Sebastian Classic at the beginning of August 2nd. He got 7th place in that. That's a tough race. At the Tour de France, individual time trial, stage 13, he got 5th place. And that was a hard time trial. That was an uphill time trial, guys. That's not really his super style. That's where Poggy dominated everyone, but that's because it was so steep. Amaral to get some through. Dude, I agree with that too. Yeah, it's going to be a power time trial. The hills don't favor Poggy. He may still just win the whole thing. We'll never know. At the first time trial, Luke Plapp, I remember he sat in the hot seat for quite a while. Did end up getting 9th there, so, probably not what he expected. But that 5th place on the uphill one, that's really impressive. We just saw Jay Vine do really well at the time trial, missing first place by 1 second to Filippo Ganna. Okay, now I really want to get looking at this. Now you got me thinking about the World Championships, men's individual time trial. Let's see if we have more names popping in here. Australia, we got Luke Plapp and Jay Vine. That's going to be interesting. We got Remco over here. France, Bruno Amaral, Paul Sheha. I heard Patrick call him Sheha. Italy, no Ganna. That's kind of surprising to me. We got Matteo Sobrero, though. Mattia Catania. Big names I'm looking at, guys. Here is Isaac Del Toro. Don't think he'll win it. I think Alaphilippe's here. I believe he's here for the time trial. There's Poggy for Slovenia. Magnus Sheffield. Okay. Back to the Skoda Tour of Luxembourg, guys. Cool. So, first ride of the day, Luke Bettendorf got it. Milmorang did get points. At the second climb today, though, Malte Hellerup got it. So, I think he's protecting his Mountains jersey. Malte Hellerup has 18 points to Milmorang's 17. So, these two are going to war over that jersey. Next point is quite a ways away Same points again, 5, 3, 2, and 1. In between, we have a sprint time bonifications at Steinfort. 3, 2, and 1 seconds. We also have another... What is this point here? It's called the Prix Met Clément. It doesn't say what it is. I'm not sure what that point is there. Figure that out. Emerald to get top 3. Paul can time trial 150 to 1. Bob, howdy all. I'm just checking in, but gotta go offline. I gotta go to work. Sorry. Bob, dude, thanks for checking in, saying hi to us, dude. I'd like to go to work too some days. Some days I would love to go to work. I think I need a part-time job. I think that's what I need. Don't want to take away from this, but I got to keep this powering forward, guys. Got to keep it powering forward. I will come back to Tour of Slovakia over here too. Actually, I was going to look at... Let's see if we can see the stage. Oh, here it is again. So guys, here's the stage for the individual time trial at the World Championships. This is going to be Sunday morning for me. This will be at 2 o'clock in the morning. It's about about a 7-kilometer lead-in, 8-kilometer lead-in, generally downhill, falls flatty down. We start climbing at about kilometer 8, and it will be a 2.4 kilometer climb at 6%. I went 6%. Okay, so Poggy might have a bit of an advantage on that one. Downhill, I can see Remco's aero advantage kicking in. There's a U-turn there. So kind of a tough, that's going to slow them right down. They immediately climb back up the way they came. You can see it here. Look at this. They're doing a U-turn at the bottom. They're immediately climbing back up. So they're coming back up this hill. It's only 3.5% on that side, though. So they're going to descend for 6 kilometers. 6.5 kilometers to really rock it down the hill, picking up time and speed. Come back up the other side. It's only at 3.5%. That probably favors more of an aerodynamic rider there. Guys, 3.5%, I notice it on my bike. When I ride that, I'm still in the big ring. I'm barely downshifting. If you're strong, you can push your way through that kind of gradient. Once you're getting over 6, that's where you're down gearing, and probably being a better climber takes over. Okay, Bob, good luck today at work. Dude, what day is it? I don't even know what day it is. Is it Wednesday? No, it's Thursday. Guys, Thursday. You know you got it bad when you don't know what day of the week it is. I'm losing track of time. Some days I feel like I'm virtually on the edge of insanity. To win outright. Let's see. Yeah, Poggy's a big favorite in the time trial there. Bruno Amaral. Yeah, they got him at 51. Isaac Latour at 34. Luke Plapp at 23. Jay Vine at 5.5 to 1. That might be a good bet there. Sobrero at 151. Barda. Magnus Sheffield 150 to 1. Book closes September 21st at 4:45 a.m. Okay. Whatever that means. So there is a second climb where they're coming up from the U-turn. So it's the back side. You're climbing back up of the first climb today. Then there's a lot of downhill again. It's downhill from kilometer 24 to kilometer 31, 32. There'll be a time check there. We have 3 time checks on course and the final time check. So that's going to be fun. Quick pep up this one. 2 kilometers at 6.6. That might favor Poggy there. Climb down again. There's a tiny bit of a cobbled section. I don't know what that really means. How cobbled is it? I got to think it's just inlaid bricks. It's not like cobbles. It's not pavé like Paris-Roubaix. So there are 4 little climbs. Yeah, guys, this is going to be so interesting to watch this. Ooh, yeah, and I just noticed too. This is a real time trial here, guys. 40.6 kilometers. None of these little fun 13-kilometer time trials we see at the Grand Tours. Let's get back to real time trialing. See who the strongest cyclist really is. Because this is what this shows you. The time trial shows you who the strongest cyclist is, not who's got the best team, not who's got the best drafting abilities. not who can hide behind 6'5" monsters in front of them. Who is the best, strongest cyclist? And how do they use those abilities in a time trial? Are they smart enough not to blow themselves up at the beginning? There's a lot to it. Yes. These are the strong men. Some of these dudes you won't really see at a Grand Tour. They're there to work for other people. They're there to work for the climbers. This is their chance to shine and show you who really is the best rider by themselves. The strongest dude on the road. So let's get it on, folks. I think it's going to be really good. I think the women's race, I believe, is at 32.6 kilometers. I think. I want to check that out quickly, guys, because I thought that they were the same length. Let me just come back one more time here. Here's the women's, same day. The women's race, 2025. It looks the same, but I gotta think it's shortened. I hope it's the same length. It is shortened. It's 31.2 kilometers. So I'll have to figure out where they shortened it. That's that same climb. Downhill, back up the same climb. There's a bit of extension they don't do somewhere. So I'll get that all figured out, guys. Back to Tour of Luxembourg here. Kind of sleepy in the chat today, guys. Very sleepy in the chat. I think a lot of people are up to stuff. Probably getting ready for fall. Fall's coming quick, guys. Everything here is fall here now. Dried leaves all over my lawn. I was mowing them up yesterday. I was kind of giving the lawn, well, I'm in the midst of giving the lawn one last cut. So basically, I'm just bagging up all the leaves. I feed it out to the goats, actually. They eat all that stuff with the grass. We will come back to Slovakia as well. See what's going on over here. Ooh. Paul Double and Bart Lemon have a lead at the top with just about, still 24 kilometers to go. They will have the advantage of getting over the top first. Both groups are on the descent now. You can see here was a 2.4 kilometer climb at 5.8%. Soudal Quickstep is now pulling in the peloton to bring back these two entrepreneurs of the road. Lucas Van Gils was awarded the prize for the most combative rider out there today. Boys are getting it done. Won't take long for this one to finish. Then we'll jump over to Tour of Luxembourg. And then today, guys, I don't know what I'm getting up to today. Try to figure out my life here at home. Oh, yeah. Got to catch up on some phone calls. Actually, going to probably start working on other video content, other things I want to do. Oh, I might do one of those today. I got another video I want to do that's totally... It's wheels related, but it's uncycling related, but it's really cool to me. Guys, you have to, I guess, make content that's interesting to get views. So I have to work on that all the time. As some of these videos get smaller and smaller, as we get later into the season, I can see the video count going way, way down. And so now I'm like, ugh, I got to figure out how I'm going to revive that. World Championships will do it, I think. But, yeah, there's always that constant battle. Dawn, the leaves are still green over here in New Jersey. I won't be doing my final on cut to November. Dawn, me and Joey were just talking about that. So she's from Ontario. I lived in Ontario a couple times when I was a kid. I don't really remember it. But yeah, you guys have more seasons there. Here it's kind of like summer. Oh, it's over. That's not to say we can't get... Like, dudes, the leaves were all gone yesterday, but it was probably... Oh, I think it was 79 Fahrenheit. It was beautiful here yesterday. Beautiful except for the fact all we had was like warm south winds, and they were like 25 miles an hour all day long. Just so windy yesterday. The heat doesn't even matter. It's like, oh, this is gross. You can't do much outside. Windy, all you get is grit in your eyes when you do things out there. Imagine like dry grass everywhere blowing in my face. So we don't really get fall like you guys. We don't have that stretch of like beautiful leaves. They could be beautiful if they didn't just drop in a second. So that's what happens here. We could have, we're September now? Oh yeah, we could have, in October, we could have 75 Fahrenheit or we could have snow and minus 20. So you just don't know what happens with the weather patterns. I'm still looking at the odds here. I should put a long shot bet in. So this is probably the full sign-up list here, I would imagine. Who do we got here? What was I just seeing? Mauro Schmidt, 250 to 1. He's the Swiss national time trial champion. Raul Garcia Perna, that guy can time trial too. 251 to 1. You could put in some crazy bets. Put in a super safe one on Taddy, but you got to bet a lot on Taddy to win, I think. Then you got to put like a $100 bet on Taddy and then put a $10 bet on Raul Garcia Perna. Yeah, so I'll be doing the final long cut here. 28 seconds back from the breakaway of 2 up front. Also back at the Tour of Luxembourg. Still 7 riders up front. Stars for me of this race so far at the Tour of Luxembourg. Okay, besides Gregoire because he's winning the race. Milmerang and Malte Hellerup. These 2 guys have been in the breakaway both days already. Gap between the break and the peloton is increasing over the Luxembourg race. It's currently at 4 minutes and 30 seconds. Yeah, KOM Sprint. Malte won it. So that was for the climbs. That was the Côte de Remerchen. 49.7 kilometers into the race. Milmerang got second. Pedro Pinto got third. Victor Papon got fourth. That puts Malte into the virtual KOM. Still points on the road. And we may see this breakaway battling for the points there at the next one. That's quite a ways away. It's 60 kilometers away. But I don't think the peloton wants to bring him back until about then. I think they'll want to bring him back maybe around the top of that climb, get organized before the first passage of the finish line, start getting lined up. This is going to be a high-speed finish here over at Tour of Luxembourg. Over at Slovakia here, we're in Svidnik to Košice, with a strange little arrow thing pointing down on the S. Means I got to say it differently somehow. All my Slovakian friends, how do I say that? Paul Double, Bart Lemon in the lead, guys. At this one here. Bombing the descent now. I'm sure you guys are all watching this. So we've got a UK rider and a Dutch rider here, Bart Lemon. Bart Lemon. Did we see him yesterday? I think we did see him yesterday. Bart Lemon, Dutch, 1.8 meters tall, big guy. He's 29 years old, rides for Team Visma Lease. Like he's got a contract through 2027. His next race on the schedule. Oh, I saw this yesterday. Saw a bunch of dudes signing up for the Tour of Holland. I don't know why I didn't see it. So the Tour of Holland. Okay, which race is this? This is October 14th, guys. Wow. I'm already seeing massive names here. Like, massive names. Guys, just take a look at this here. Lidl Trek, Tim de Klerk, Dan Houle. You should watch that race. That's going to be Tim de Klerk's last race, I believe. Yeah, probably his last race. He's coming to the end of his career at 36 years old. Jacob Soderquist. This dude here. This dude right here. This guy is a time trial machine right here, guys. Let's talk about Jacob Soderquist for a second, guys. Rides for Lidl Trek Future Racing. Has a World Tour contract. So he's going from Conti straight up to World Tour. He's Swedish. 1.87 meters tall. Way back when. He hasn't raced since the Tour of Denmark, but he just blew up the individual time trial there. Beating Alex Segart, beating Mats Pedersen, Nicholas Larson, Johan Price Peterson, Soren Berenskold, Matthias Skelmos, Soren Craig Anderson. This dude. So he's going to be at the Tour of Holland. So again, this race here is October 14th, guys. But what's funny about these races is the names that show up. Nico Denz, Jordy Meuse, Tratnik, Danny Van Poppel. Where's my buddy? Where's Jude Law? He's not at this race. Tim Merlier for Soudal Quickstep. Pascal Encorn, Yves Lampard, Pepin Renderink. We're going to have Frank Vanderbroek, Jean Degenkolb, Fabio Jakobsen for Team Picnic Possum. Over at Team Visma, we got Dylan Van Barl, probably his last race before he leaves the team. He's going to Soudal Quickstep. We've also got Olav Koy, probably his last race before he leaves to go to the decathlon. Should be some of their last races of the year, guys. That's October 14th. Okay, Sheila's back. Hey, nice to be back. I went on a trip to Cali for the first time, saw giant trees. Hey Sheila, where'd you go? Like you must have been like Northern California or something like that. When you say big trees. And Offensi's back. Hello, good people. Yeah, Danny Van Poppel, the Card King. Guys, on screen right now, I'm talking about the Tour of Holland. I saw this race pop up yesterday, and again, I keep saying it's this time of year where you're going to see these absolute gigantic names show up for races that you don't really think about, and they race just as hard. So, Tim Merlier for Soudal, Tour of Holland. Fabio Jakobsen, he's trying to get some form back still this year. Team Visma, Lisa Bike will be there. Astana, Lotto, Q30 6.5. Ooh, Matteo Moschetti. This dude's fast right here. This Matteo Moschetti guy is fast. Saw him win a stage here at Vuelta a Burgos. I remember that stage quite well. So he won a stage there. Team Polti Visit Malta will be there. Team Total Energies. This is a good race. Tita Moroccas is going to be there. With, okay, no Lucas Kubis at that one. I thought he would have been. So guys, I'm talking about a race coming up in the future. This is the Tour of Holland coming up in a little while. Slovakia is heating up now, guys. Everything's back together here. They've all been brought together. Soudal's pulled them all back. 60 riders left in the peloton. Yeah, Bart Lemon and Paul Double were caught about 2 minutes ago here, apparently. Coming to the finish, looks like we have... I'll just leave that on here, guys. We do a circuit at the end. We cross the finish line for the first time at about 10 kilometers to the finish. The Muir Woods. I like it. Yeah, Danny Van Poppel, the Yellow Card King. Let's see if he gets more. Dude, I'm doing great. Doing great. Kind of a slow video today, and that's to be expected, guys. I know these are coming. I'm just trying to think of ways how I can keep the channel growing. Keep the channel growing over the winter, because there's... And I talked to Joey Jojo about it. I said, you know, coming into November and December, it's going to get very, very quiet. There won't be much for me to do. So at that point, I'll be switching back to all my inside cycling, and I got a lot of dudes asking me, hey dude, when are you coming back? When are you coming back? There's a YouTuber I watch, Tactical Watts. I jumped in his video, and he was like, dude, you're here. You know, super nice guy. His name's Ray. And he was like, any advice you can give me on how to grow my YouTube channel, I'll appreciate it. Because, dude, it's hard to grow your YouTube channel. It's so hard. YouTubers when you're small. I'm still a very small YouTuber. And, yeah, it's a rough go. It's a very rough go at the beginning. So, yeah, that's how I'll try to keep things going over the winter. There's just not a ton of views on those videos at all. Like, it's a lot of work for a couple hundred views. It's at the point where it's like, it's really not even worthwhile doing it. You'll spend 2 hours making a video, and for a couple hundred views, like, you're just... You might as well go collect pop bottles in the ditch. You'd probably make more money doing that. But if it did click in, guys, then you're laughing. So I know Zwift doesn't have a lot of commentary right now. They've lost their elite racing. Some dude said a few days ago in Facebook, he goes, what Zwift needs is an entertainer. Someone that has fun, someone that has energy. So I just messaged him and said, here's my YouTube channel. Enjoy. Never heard back from him. So I don't know how well that went over, guys. I don't know how well it went over. At Slovakia, guys, we're 12.5 kilometers to the finish. Ah, okay. Swoosh Kid. S with the arrow. Changes the sound to sh. Like Really? Really? So Skoda is not Skoda, it's Shoda? Changes the sound to sh. Why? So, yeah, that's weird to me. So why have a K there then? How do you say the K in Skoda? So it's Shkoda? Shkoda? Or just Shoda. Košice is the second largest city in Slovakia in the Carpathian Mountains, known for its iron ore. Okay. The Carpathians. They always sound so scary to me. The Carpathians. Like Dracula lives nearby somewhere. Somewhere just a little to the east. Yeah, definitely. Wasn't Dracula in the Carpathians? Renee, hello, Insta Maybe you can cover cyclocross racing in the wintertime. Dude, that's my one opportunity. Thanks for that comment, dude. I have looked at that. So I think I'm going to do that. Guys, I just got to keep it going. I got to keep it going. My stress is just, if I do something else, it takes away from the channel. The channel will slow down no matter what through the wintertime. When the channel slows down, myself and the boss notice that the numbers are going down. What else are we going to do now, Colin? What do we do now to keep the channel growing? So I think I'm just going to do a lot of inside stuff. I do want to do cyclocross because, guys, I love cyclocross. My bike right here. My bike right here. Oh, you can't see it at all right now, can you? Yeah, that's okay. But my bike that's over here. Yeah, you can't even see the handlebars. I bumped the camera a few days ago. Is a cyclocross bike. So I really like cyclocross. I love watching it. So maybe I can do that, and maybe I can get people interested in watching it. I know it's a huge sport. You know what? It might do really well. It might do really well. Renee, I'll give it a shot. I promise. Yeah, guys, 10.9 to the finish here. They've been racing for 3 hours and 45 minutes. This is just all getting set up for Mr. Mamer. Paul Mamer, guys. This is just, looks like his finish line coming up here. It's going to be 2 wins in a row for him. Lots of, what was it right now? I think I saw the UAE. I think they've tied the record for the most wins in one season. I think that's right. I think they're on 89 right now. I think that's the record. Could be wrong. Pretty sure though. That's a stat I saw somewhere and I'm like, is that right? What else did I see that's kind of got me riled up for next year? I think it's the Spanish government that came out. Maybe, I don't know if it's like municipal governments or not, that said that the Vuelta is not welcome. No. They won't host La Vuelta if IPT shows up next year. So, in Barcelona, no, that's for the Tour de France. Yeah, so I think Barcelona set it for Tour de France. And I think the Canaries, because I think the Vuelta was supposed to start in the Canaries next year, 2026. That can all be changed. They'll just change the route. Okay, fine, we'll change the route. See ya. That's easy enough to do. There's lots of places to ride, guys. So that kind of got me riled yesterday. I also saw, too, that some super rich dude of unknown origin just bought a 43% stake in Movistar. People won't be happy with that either. You can figure that out yourself. I guess he actually owns a big part of a soccer club there in Spain. And I heard people talking. They're like, yeah, good luck protesting at the soccer games. They're like, that never happens. The footballers there just, no. It's gigantic sport there. Attack by Jasper Haste here. Let's look at this dude. Volker Wessels. This guy, I've clicked on his name a few times now. This looks like the aggressive rider here for Volker Wessels. I think that's the 3rd time I've clicked on his name in the last couple days, so I'm seeing him a lot up front. We'll just follow this one to the finish here, guys. You guys are watching it on TV. So, yeah, Renee, I'm going to get myself organized today for cyclocross. I don't even know when cyclocross season starts. Probably November. Maybe very late October in Europe. But yeah, love the courses. I love the technical abilities of them. I mean, you guys must cheer for mud and rain. I mean, it's kind of like Paris-Roubaix. When it's a dry Paris-Roubaix, I'm like, that's not the same. I want rain. I want mud as hard as possible. Renee, do you watch a lot of cyclocross? Renee, you can be my guy. You can be my guy that gives me backup. Renee, where are you from? So yeah, apparently the S with the downwards arrow is sh. So Skoda becomes Shoda. Košice becomes Košice. Košice? Košice? and it's in the Carpathians. That's where we're heading today, guys. I should have pulled up a map for this. Okay, it's already started, but the biggest have yet to start. Okay, dude. Actually, yeah, I think I've seen that. Didn't one of the Holmgren sisters win a cyclocross championships? I think they did. Yeah, just recently. Or a big cyclocross race somewhere. I got to think about that. And I think it was Isabella again. Yeah, like Canadian superstar, twin sisters. Had heard of them in the past in a just randomly reading a thing, but I'm like mountain bike, cyclocross, which I don't follow as much. And guys, just being absolutely honest, especially the women's, I just didn't follow it as much. This year, I've totally got up to speed, I think, on women's road racing. I've learned so much about it. Love watching it now. Superstars there too. Team Jayco Alula's to the front with 3 riders. Jayco, what's Jayco up to here, guys? Who are they pulling for? We got DeMarschi here, Fergus Brown and Filippo Conca, David DePreto, Paul Double. Okay, so Paul was away all day. Paul was away for a lot. So, Soudal Quick Step here with Paul Magnier. That's going to be tough to beat today, I think. This looks too designed for him. Just having a quick look back here over at Luxembourg too, guys. What's going on over here? 40.1 kilometers an hour average speed. They've covered 73 kilometers in just under an hour and 50 minutes, so they're moving along quite nicely. So I'm guessing once we're done Slovakia, we'll come back to Luxembourg, be about 2 more hours of streaming, and that puts me on a good time today. Oh yeah, Junior World. Yeah, Junior. That's right. One of those sisters was Junior World. That's right. Look at this dude here. Here's a new guy. Dude, Gert. Dude, I'm sorry if I say your name wrong. Gert Jan. Maybe it's Jan Geert. I don't know if that's your first name or last name. I got to think like Jan's your first name. But either way, Cyclacross with Wout van Aert, Mathieu van der Poel, and Pidcock is absolute peak content. Dude, awesome stuff. I love those dudes. Man, that race, guys, and I forget all... The problem with cyclocross for me, guys, it's not a problem, it's just my ignorance of it, is all the different little towns. I'm like, which one? Which? Like, there's so many little towns. There's so many races. It's epic cycling. It's tough. Like, I always say, like, remember Wout van Aert, stage 21, Marts, on the cobbles, just absolutely drops the Watts apocalypse on Mr. Pogacar, Poggy. There was no chance. As soon as Wout went on the attack, I'm like, there's no chance Poggy's keeping up with this. That attack on that rough terrain is just not Poggy's thing. Not his thing. Oh, Tom is not riding this year because he was to get to know his new team better on training camps. Okay. Yeah, dude. So like cyclocross, I'm in and out. I catch them, I turn away, I catch them again. But that battle, there was one, just a couple. I don't know if it was last winter. Mathieu and Wout, same race. Could have been a World Championships. I don't even know what it was. Just the huge sprint at the end by Mathieu. The two of them pulled away. But I know there's a lot of other big names. And some of those guys come out and pop up into World Tour. So, yeah, this winter is going to be a Canadian idiot's descent into the world of cyclocross. Maybe I'll make a new playlist for that. Yeah, I'm going to design a cyclocross playlist today. If you guys hear Geert, Renee, let me know which are the races I have to do. And guys, I want to do them all. I'll just do them all. I'm going to do them all. So I'm going to go to Flow Bikes here for a second, guys. Gonna tag on Flow Bikes over here. Oh, guys, I got to get back to Slovakia. We're getting close to the finish here right now. Tour of Slovakia, guys, we're down to 4.4K. So I'm going to stick here right to now. I'm not going to step away from this. I know some of you are watching it live. I can't see it live. Flow Bikes should be banging up pretty quick here. Actually, it's probably on now. Cycling. When does Flow Bikes go live for Tour of Luxembourg? I think it'll be pretty quick. It is pretty quick. It's live now for Tour of Luxembourg. It says it's 7:50, so that's a lie. That's not happening. But I do want to talk about the schedule here. Let's bounce to October for... Wow, there's so much stuff, guys. We got World Championships coming up. We have, World Championships coming up right away. We've got the European Championships coming up after that. September 30th, there's the Croatian race. I think that's a 2.1. Here we go. October 3rd. Dudes and Gert, please don't butcher me. Cyclacross, Mulebeke. Mulebeke, that has to be a Dutch name. Am I right? It says to be determined October 3rd. Cyclacross, Mulebeke. Okay, so now today what I do, that's my flow bike schedule. I jump into PCS, have a little look, see what it's all about. 3.2 Ks to go here, guys. Pitcock did win the European Mountain Bike Championship this year. Okay, I got to get caught up on all that stuff, guys. But so many races are still coming, guys. Like October 4th as well. Giro dell'Emilia. Problem with these races too, and again, I've already talked about it. I saw Patrick talking about it yesterday. They overlap the European Continentals with all these fantastic Italian autumnal races. So it's all at the same time. Coppa Agostini, Giro dell'Emilia, all of them. They overlap with continental championships in Europe. It doesn't make a lot of sense. Tre Valley Veracine, man, that guy's race has been going on forever in Lombardy. Grand Piemonte. Oh, October the 11th, UCI Gravel World Championships. Boom, I can do that one too. Oh, that's the same day as in Lombardia. Oh my, and I'm seeing here, guys, I'm just going to have to start living on caffeine pills because Il Lombardia starts at 2 a.m. in the morning for me as well. It's going to be a tough day. Cyclacross Essen is on October 17th. So this is Cyclacross talk now, guys. We've got one on the 3rd. We got one on the 17th. 2 kilometers to go at the Slovakian race here. Paul Magnier has won 24% of the races that have ended in a bunch sprint. Lotto to the front with 4 riders. Boom. Lotto's showing up, folks. Lotto's here. Lotto working hard. Let's see what we're doing with Lotto here. Milan, I'd say their fast guy there is probably Milan Menton. Does have some sprint to him. I've just seen him recently do quite well. I forget where it was. Tour of Britain, I know he did well. Where else was I watching him? Okay, we'll figure it with him. But that's who I think they're working for there. Lotto on the front now. I'm sure we're going to see Soudal pulling up right beside them. There was an attack by Federico Giacomi. I don't know. There's an I at the front. Again, pronunciation time, guys. I need one of every country here. That's what I need. Help me with my pronunciations. So the 17th, we got Cyclacross Essen 1.2K to go here, guys. Track World Championships. Guys, I've thought about doing all that. Oh, wow. October 23rd, it says Tour de France presentation for next year. October 24th. Check this one out, Gert. Cyclocross Herdenstrand. Renee's saying we also have exciting beach racing in the winter, but they don't cover them much. Riding on the beach lines, and it is becoming big now because it's nice to bridge over the wintertime. Dude, it's so awesome. Dude, if I could get coverage, I would do it. Ooh, I like this. Lucas Kubis on the wheel of Paul Magnier. You know what, guys? I'm cheering for Lucas Kubis. I know Paul Magnier is the favorite, but I love the fact that Lucas is on Unibet Titama Rockets, and they're like the little team that could, and they're going to get there. They're going to be at the Tour de France one day. Soudal Quickstep pulling for Magnier here. This is most likely going to be a Magnier win, guys. Magnier is going to be coming in hot here. It says less than 300 meters to go. He's probably crossing the finish line imminently here. I'm still doing my cyclocross review here. Final straight coming in now, guys. And we're just going to let this play out. I know some of you are watching it live. Let me know how it went. Paul Magnier. Paul Magnier launches the sprint. Dries van Gestel is doing a lead out for Paul Magnier. Paul launches the sprint. Can anyone sit on his wheel? It's probably over now, guys. Probably only about 150 meters. 20 seconds to go. Finish. It's got to be Paul Magnier. Let's hope for a photo finish. And let's go. Yeah, Papa, they were saying, yeah, big lead out for Magne. Paul Magne wins. Lucas Kubis second. Milan Menson third. That's the dude I picked. I've seen him somewhere before. I just don't remember a lot about him. I don't know if he was involved in a relegation incident at one point or someone else got relegated that did something to him. Wow, check this out. The last times Magne and Lucas Kubis finished 1-2 yesterday. So stage 1 and stage 2 have gone to Paul Magne and Lucas Kubis. Paul Magne will stay in the yellow jersey. Or what is the jersey here? I'm guessing it's not yellow. Let's just have a quick peek at tomorrow's stage, guys, and then I want to get back to Luxembourg here. So tomorrow's stage, 191K. Ooh, got some real climbing, guys. Actually, before I do that, it's 191K with almost 2,900 meters of climbing. So tomorrow's going to be a tough stage. I'm not sure if we're going to see Paul hanging around much at this one. He's got a couple of climbs to get over. Early on in the race tomorrow, we got a Category 2. Ooh, I wish I had coverage of this one. Category 2 climb at the beginning, 6 kilometers at 4.6%. Descend down low. Let's get as low as possible. Lose all that elevation. Quick Category 3. Ooh, look at this guy. 15.8 kilometers at 4%. Drop down. Another time bonification sprint point right after that. I really like how Slovakia doses the points out. They got 5 climbing points. They've got sprint points on course with time bonifications. They've got another point on course, sprint points plus time bonifications. They have 3 tomorrow. There's 3 locations tomorrow on course of sprint points and time bonifications. There's 9 seconds on course together tomorrow and the finish line. So yeah, again, what a great way to jazz it up for the smaller teams and just make the racing more exciting. There's something to fight for all the way versus let's ride 90K to go up one categorized climb, have one intermediate sprint, and then have a sprint finish at the end. I like this. I'll just jump back, you guys, see if there's any stats I can get here for you. Paul Magny's 13 career pro wins. He's only 21 years old. 13 career pro wins. Been racing all year, obviously. Early season does really well in these one-day races. 3 second-place finishes early on this year. A bunch of really nice finish here. 3rd place, 7th place at the Giro d'Italia. Did not start stage 16. Won 3 races. Belgian classics, if you want to call them, back in June. Tour of Poland, won a stage there. 2nd place on stage 1. Renewal Tour, got 2nd in the youth classification. And yeah, look at this. Last 3 times out, guys, he's won. September 14th wins GP de Formie. We saw that. September 17th and September 18th, 1st place. I don't think we'll see that tomorrow. But let's jump into Luxembourg, guys. We'll jump into Luxembourg, and we're going to talk about cyclocross coming up this season, guys. So into November, UCI Urban World Championships. I think there's a Grand Fondo World Championships this year, too. I could probably follow. Yeah, I was hoping for Kubis. Yeah, definitely. Papa saying Magne drafted Kubis behind him. Magne drafted behind him and just went whoosh past him last 15 meters. So it sounds like Lucas jumped out first, hoping to catch him off guard. And Paul just jumped on his wheel, whipped around him. December, let's see cyclocross here. December 15th, USA Cycling Cyclocross Nationals. Why would it jump from December to July? That's weird how it does that. Okay, there'll be a ton more coming up on Flow Bikes there. So now it says this is live, but we're at the startup screen. I think we might be getting coverage earlier today. Just a guess I have here over at Luxembourg. Ian saying, saw Paul Menier win the Tour of Britain stage in Kelso, Scotland. He is rapid. Okay. Kelso. Isn't Kelso the home? Yeah. Isn't Kelso the home? Ian, I think you told me this. That's where Only's from, right? Is that correct? I think it is. And I think they call it like the borders there. Isn't that what you guys call it? I think in Scotland they call it the borders. So obviously I'm guessing the border of England and Scotland. Maybe it's called border country. Guys, help me out here. I'm not fully up to speed on all my Scottish stuff. Actually, you know what, guys? I did do quite a looking at the Scottish Highlands mountain ranges last year for one of my videos over on Ruvi that I rode. There's four major mountain ranges in Scotland. They all kind of run northeast to southwest across the country. Maybe it's only 3. There's like the southern, I think they call it the southern uplands. Yes, Kelso Comet borders. Okay, dude, thank you. Ian. I think there's the southern uplands, then there's the southern or the central lowlands. That's where I think Glasgow and Edinburgh would be. Then you go into the central highlands, and then I think it's the northern highlands at the end. And I think it's the Cairngorms that are the central highlands. So, guys, I did do a lot of research on that in the past, but it's kind of filtering out of my brain now. That was when I was all into Munros, Ben Nevis, all those places up there in Scotland. All those funky little ski hills they have. What is it? The Cairnwell. I rode that climb in Ruvi. The Lecht. I rode that climb in Ruvi. Bialak Naba. Man, imagine that being at World Tour level. That's the hardest climb in Scotland, and also it's the hardest climb in the UK. So way up on the northwest corner of Scotland. It's more like on the westerly side. And I think it's actually also known as is it the Applecross Pass? Applecross or Applegate. Maybe it's Applegate. It's Applegate Crossing, something like that. It's just, yeah, straight up. It's insane. I think there's 1 kilometer at the top that averages 18% all the way. It's just brutal. So this next little bit here at Skoda Tour of Luxembourg, guys, kind of falls flatty up. 1, 3, 4%, that type of stuff. Ups and downs. Now, there was a prize just before. Okay, that's what that means. It means prize Meet Clemens. Okay, I don't know who Meet Clemens is. Isn't that an actual person? I'm just going to bounce back here, guys, right now. There it is, prize Meet Clemens. Oh, so we just passed through a place called Finage, going through Bergam. So there's a prize out on course, Meet Clemens, and then there's also the Spearkeys bonus sprint. So that comes up at Steinfort. Okay, that's Steinfort. I'm looking at this map here, guys, right now. Just want to show you. So we have passed through this here. It's called the prize Meet Clemens. I gotta imagine that's someone's name. Probably some really famous Luxembourger that I don't know right now. Sorry, dude. So there was one winner of the prize. They're probably first through the line. It didn't say time or points, so it's just a prize. So they passed through here. They're in this part of the world now. They are going up to the red dot on screen. That is the sprint point at Steinfort. And that is actually the Spearkeys bonus sprint of the day. Wow. Remich. Wow, it looks beautiful here. So green. So green. How bad are the winters in Luxembourg? Can I move to Luxembourg? Will they let me in? Where can I go live? Okay, yep, we're just coming up halfway to Steinfort. So here it is. The winner of the prize, Meet Clemens, looks like was Jonas Geens here. Jonas Geens for Team Flanders Baloise. I need to learn more about this team. I see these guys a lot, this Pro Series team. They were at Burgos. I think they were at Post-Nord Tour of Denmark. So, yeah, guys, there's just so many riders and teams. So we'll be rocking this one here, guys. We covered 90 kilometers, 78.4 Ks to go. So yeah, I think they were estimating 3 hours and 50 minutes for this race. So we should have coverage here right away. I'm hoping, because at the rate the race is going, we're more than half done. Maybe this is going to be an hour and 40 minutes of racing left, and we have no coverage yet. So hopefully that pops on pretty soon. Problem here is they're saying it comes on not for another hour, which would mean they said they were doing 2 hours of race coverage every day. So I don't know how they're going to make that happen. They need to be live now. With 78 kilometers, they need to be live now. Ian, yeah, you were spot on with the mountain ranges. Applecross Pass, okay. Of the cattle. Oh, is that what they call it? Is that what it was for? First four was moving cattle back and forward? Yeah, dude, I did a video there. I think I was some climb in the Cairngorms. I can't remember. And it was up past a ski hill. Maybe it was the Cairnwell. And dude, I just got like, I call it toilet, well, it's a word I have for friend. I toilet bowled. I just went swirling down into the hole. I learned about all the Monroe bagging, how deadly the Monroes can be. You guys aren't very high in Scotland, but that's kind of what makes them so deadly too. They're so accessible. It's like, what do you want to do today? Why don't we go? Race videos coming now, guys. Thank you. They said there would be 2 hours every day. The time on Flow Bikes is wrong. Flow Bikes gets the time wrong a lot. So those Monroes in Scotland, and there's a few in the UK in England as well. It's a climb that's over 3,000 feet. I think there's 280 of them, 282. Someone mentioned it a few days ago. They're so accessible that you can just jump in your car, in your shorts, sneakers, t-shirt, your phone and your headset. You can leave, and at the top it could be snowing, and you die. I guess people die up there every year. So I'm glad I remember the names. Didn't know it was for cattle, but that makes sense. Countryside looks so good here. I'm watching the highlights from stage 1 yesterday. There's a really good stage yesterday here. The official Tour of Slovakia website has the GPX file available for downloading. You should ride the last stage in the Tetris Mountains. Dudes, yeah, dude. Yeah, I could download that, and I could do it over on Biketerra. I could do that. It is doable. Guys, to make your own GPX file to ride inside. So, dudes, that's why I ride inside. And that's why I use these cycling apps. Just seeing Romain Gregoire win yesterday, that really tough uphill finish. Probably sprinted for upwards of 400 meters. Even the EF guy was right there too. Like, I think it was Vandenberg, I think is his name. I think it's Marin Vandenberg. He was right on his wheel all the way. So super effort. Yep, Marin Vandenberg yesterday for EF. And Mark Hershey. Andrea Vendrama, they call his nickname, if you didn't know, is Vendramix. What is Vendramix? Why is that nickname? KK, hey, good morning, afternoon, evening. Hey, dude, thanks for being here. Yeah, love seeing this here. Romain Gregoire, GC leader. The leader's jersey almost looks like the Lidl Trek jersey to me. Kind of looks like it. It's the same colors. I wonder if it's related to that. Is it sponsored by them? Points classification here is a blue jersey. Then I think the climbers is green. They've got it all kind of changed up. The main capital, Luxembourg, is called Luxembourg, and it is beautiful. Yeah, dude, I only learned that this morning. When I was zooming in a mouse, I'm like, wait a second here. Is that the name of the country? No, it's the main capital is Luxembourg. And I said to myself, well, that makes sense because Berg to me means village, city. That's what it means to me anyways. Yeah, so Gregoire is basically rocking all the jerseys outside of the KOM jersey. Tibor Del Grosso is in second. Pepin Renderink third in, well, the entire peloton's pretty much on youth jersey there as well. Remich, 22 degrees Celsius here today, guys. And Remich, I don't know, I kind of thought it was in Germany. Is Remich in Germany? Okay, well, that's the next thing Colin has to do, guys. When I start thinking about this kind of stuff, I have to find out. So we're going to back out of here. Is Remich in Luxembourg or Germany? Remich. Not Trimick. It is Luxembourg. It has to be right on the border. So there's Remich. Where's those ponds? Ah, okay. Ah. Oh, crazy. Okay, guys, I don't know why. I don't know why, but I thought the ponds were on the Luxembourg side. They're not. Oh, there's more ponds here. That's why. So I'm looking at these ponds here. I saw the start. I thought the start was on this side, on the German side, which I was like, eh. So they come racing down here. They started up here in Remich on this side. So the border is these bridges. That's it. German-Luxembourg border there. Can you just pop across? Can you just like walk across and everything? Hey, I'm here. Like, is it that easy? I think that's how it works there. Is that how the yeah, the EU works? Do you just walk across the border? Do you need a passport at all? They do like their... This again looks like a nature area to me. This is on the German side. And then down here on the Dutch side, sorry, the Luxembourger side. Looks like a longhouse, doesn't it? Half Remich. Wildlife refuge. Probably all for birds and whatnot. What else is down here? Beavers, maybe? Do you guys got beavers over there? If not, you need some. Get some beavers in the area. And there's Remersion there. Oh, Esso Remersion. It's important. Get your gas there. We came through Remersion twice today. Here's Remersion. Took a climb up the Windtage, and then we do the climb up the Côte de Remersion as well. You guys probably aren't even looking at this. You're not, so I don't know why I'm wasting my time doing this, but here we go. Guys, Remich is on the Luxembourg side, so this is what I was talking about. I was looking at these ponds this morning here. The ponds are here. We passed through Remersion twice today. Remich is on the Luxembourg side. For some reason, just the maps showed it starting on this side, but it's just a line overlaid on the map. Lots of little farms, vineyards here. They must do they grow grapes here? What are they growing here, guys? Because I see all these fields. I can't get into them. But there's paths all the way. I'd love to be a cyclist here that has access to this stuff, because you could ride just up all these crazy little hills. I found one earlier. Like, take a look at this one here. See what I'm saying? These are grapes, right? So Luxembourg grows grapes? I guess so. Can't get that cold in. Look at it. You come up this hill here, and if you know the farmers, maybe they let you ride these roads. Luxembourgers, is that what you do? I'd love to know that. That's in Schengen. Schengen Remich. I'll come back to the race site, guys. Colin gets distracted as usual. We do have live footage now, guys. We have our 7 riders in the breakaway. 2 of these dudes were in the break yesterday. Malte Hellerup for Team Colquick, current mountain jersey wearer. So he is rider 183. It should be a green jersey here, and he isn't a green jersey. However, his team wears a green jersey. So Malte Hellerup, Team Colquick. It looks like he's in his Colquick jersey, though. Mountains jersey. Virtually right now, it is Hellerup. And I believe he was wearing it today. Maybe Milmerang was wearing it. I'll have to figure that out. And again, the national team rider here, I think this is Milmerang, is riding on a bike brand called Dare. It's a brand I've never heard of. Back in the Peloton Chasers, 2 minutes 17 seconds down, guys. They are pulling it back now. Earlier today, it was 4 minutes and 30 seconds the gap. They are pulling it back now. We're currently at 2 minutes and 17 seconds. Steinfort's coming up. That will be 3, 2, and 1 time bonifications. No green jersey points there. Again, I like how Skoda does it too. We've got 3 locations for KOM points. We've got the prize, Meet Clemens. We've got points out on course. in multiple locations. Probably at the finish as well. I just don't see them. I wish I could find a link to that. I still haven't figured that out. Ian, Bielak Naba is Scots Gaelic for Pass of the Cattle. Okay. Yeah, Gaelic, that's another, I don't want to say weird, but just strange sounding language to me. Fascinates me. It's kind of like when I hear Welsh too. I'm like, what? Like, what kind of language is that? Just fascinating. So yeah, Bielak Naba is Scots Gaelic for Pass of the Cattle. Cairnwell is east of the Cairngorms at Ski Center. Yep, dude, I've done that ride on Ruby. Love to do it in real life. I do have a friend who lives over there, Steven Cycles. He's in the area. We did the Lek together on Ruby. He rides all that stuff daily. In 2025, Luxembourg is the 9th most happiest country in the world. Dude, that's awesome. I love stats like that. Dude, that's the kind of stuff I look up all the time. That's the kind of stuff I look up all the time. That's what I spend my time doing instead of looking for jobs. Best. I'm going to do it right now. Cities in the world. Changes all the time, but let's look at this Forbes article. Probably do that. I just want a list. I don't want to read all this stuff. Yeah, I don't really want this. Oh, yeah, Forbes. Yeah, thank you. Forbes is saying Copenhagen, Vienna, Zurich, Melbourne, Geneva, Sydney, Osaka, Auckland, Adelaide, poor old Vancouver, Canada is falling down the list, guys. It's usually in the top 3, 4, 5. It's 10th now. Then they got Luxembourg in 11th, just the city. Toronto in 12th. Helsinki, Tokyo, Perth, Brisbane. Good old Calgary, just down the road, guys. 18th best city to live in the world. That ranks it up there with like Wellington, Amsterdam, Frankfurt. Attacks coming from the Flanders Baloise rider here. Yes, get it, dude. Get it. This might be a replay from earlier. I could be watching here, guys. I'm going to just jump back and figure that out for you. Figure out what I'm actually showing you here, too. What's that? Okay, that might have been the Steinfort sprint there. No, this is earlier. This is Jonas Geens from earlier, winner of the... it says winner of Matthias Clemens prize today. Now back to the head of the race. They will be coming up to the sprint point here right away. Sprint point is 6 kilometers out here. We're at 69.5 kilometers remaining in the race. And I'm going to do some more city talk here. Because you never know what they really mean by the best. Okay, this was last year. World's best cities, just 10 of them. How do the rankings work? Who knows? Okay, based on livability, lovability, prosperity. London, England was number 1. Number 2, New York City. No thanks. Too big. Paris, France. Probably cool. Too big. Tokyo, Japan. I'd love to visit. Would never live there. Singapore. Again, it's probably just city's probably so massive. No thanks. Italy. Interesting. Sorry, Rome. Madrid, Spain. Barcelona. Berlin, Germany. Sydney. Okay. Just, it's different every time. And here's the most livable cities. What are they saying? Vancouver, Canada. It was number 7 last year. And this is just according to Hello. I think this is from the British magazine that my mom used to read all the time. Remember, I am from the UK, guys. Okay. Okay, is it windy at the race? Lots of open line. Dude, I'll look at that right away here. Dude, I'll look at that for you right now. Dude, since you asked and since I haven't been paying attention and I've been on a little side excursion here. They are saying it's 6. Ooh, they're saying right now it is 19 km/h winds. It is quite open here, dude. I'm looking to see some flags. Looks like they're going corn here. How is this a road? This is a bike path. Like, there's trucks here that wouldn't even get down this road. I mean, maybe it is a bike path. I don't know. And the truckers in the area just know to stay off these roads because you would get stuck on these corners. Yeah, lots of farmland here. It is quite open. The fans are out. It's kind of weird. You know, we're middle of the work week here, riding through Luxembourg. This is like a fantasy life to me right here, guys. Do you ever get that thought some days you just like to pack it all up and go somewhere else? I'm at that point. Like, as much as I love living here, sometimes I just want I just need like Joey, let's pack everything up. Let's grab our dumb dogs. Let's grab our bikes and go live somewhere. Dare is a Norwegian brand. Dude, I never would have known that. Dude, Patricia, Patricia, Matt. Dude, Matt, thank you so much, dude. Dude, you know what? Matt, yesterday... So guys, Matt contributed to my Buy Me a Coffee yesterday, bought me 5 energy gels. Dude, Matt, it came just perfect because I was kind of moping around the house going, dudes, I got to get some views on the channel. I got to figure out how I'm going to grow this baby. What am I going to do? I got a text from this lady who's asking me, Colin, have you finished your life insurance licensing program yet? I haven't even looked at it, lady. I haven't looked at it recently because I've been doing this. This takes up all my time, and I think if I do anything else, this just doesn't get the proper attention it needs. So I'm just like putting her aside. Matt, I think when I saw that notification show up, dude, and thank you so much, bro. I was kind of like, man, am I gonna have to get a part-time job? Like, what am I gonna do? So when I get little bits of support, guys, it's like a full yes, we're doing it. So Matt, thank you again, dude. I haven't responded on Buy Me a Coffee yet, but I will. Matt saying hi to everyone. Hi, KK and Colin. All the good morning to you too. KK is asking, have you guys seen upcoming road bikes coming out of China and Taiwan at Bicycle Trade Show this year? Quite a lot of interesting designs. Wonder how will these brands change the future? Oh, Dare Bike is a Taiwan brand. Yeah, dude, I think the majority of bikes are built in Taiwan or China. I think Taiwan was the place in the world where virtually every frame was built. Like, once we started going like full carbon in the last 10 years, let's say, maybe all the rest are built there too. I don't know. But I always see dudes going over bicycle tour. It's in Taiwan. That's what they do. That's their thing. Vienna is a stone's throw across the Danube from Bratislava, the capital of Slovakia. Dude, I never would have known the capital of Slovakia. Bratislava. Poggy wouldn't like me for that. Right on, my man. You got this. Yeah, dude, just came at the right time, dude. I was just like, guys, I think about it every day. I'm like, how am I going to grow this channel? What am I going to do next? Like, you always got to kind of be... I know I'm doing it the right way because all I see now is more authentic, more natural, make mistakes. No one cares because they really don't. I know I butcher names. No one cares. Someone might say, hey, dude, this is how you say it. Dude, thanks. Thanks for telling me. I'll try to use it. And if I don't, oh well. Just looking at a decathlon rider here in this break. That must be at the front of the peloton there. Rider who has accumulated the most bonification seconds. That will be Romain Gregoire for 10 seconds at the finish yesterday. Vandenberg got 6 for second. Mark Hershey got 4 seconds for third place. Now the other dudes, they would have gotten their points, their time bonuses out on course, just like they're doing today. So I think it was back at Remich. No, that was points. Steinfort, which we're just going through. We're just getting there now, has time bonifications. 3, 2, and 1. So there'll also be 10, 6, and 4 at the finish. Poggy Slovenian. Yeah, sorry, dude. I always screwed up. Yep, mixed that one up. But yeah, Bratislava is the capital of Slovakia. Okay. Poggy Slovenian. And where am I here? Start list. It's saying that UAE has the highest quality team here, and they do have a really good team here. EF Education, second place. Groupama, FDJ, third. So it all depends who they send based on their rankings. Let's see the whole list here. This is showing up on PCS right now, guys. The poor Luxembourg team gets a 0. An absolute 0. Probably because all those dudes, I think, are coming from the Continental team. I think all the national riders came from Continental teams, and I don't think they qualify for points. Is that true? Why would they have 0? Yeah, like, look at this dude here. Mats Burns, VC United Schweinheim. He's riding club level. He's 19. Has 0 points. That's why. Alexander Kess. Okay, this guy does have points, but maybe not enough to qualify him to get... It all depends how they do the ranking system, I guess, for the team quality. Points there may not directly relate. Maybe you need a bunch of points to get in there. Mario, hello from Portugal. Hey, Mario. Colin Apostle Down says that interest could be low, but for me, your voice is gold, baby. Gold. Gold, baby, gold. That's right. Let's break out the Penske file today, guys. Gold, baby, gold. We know what that's from. Dude, I appreciate it, dude. Like just little hints of motivation to me. Guys, I love when you guys message me. It keeps me focused. And if I don't message back, it's because I just forget to look. Like, I'm terrible for looking. I'm like, holy crap, this guy messaged me yesterday. And I feel bad about it. So if I see a comment on YouTube, I'm like, oh, crap. And trust me, the boss, she's on me. You got to message them back. I'm like, I haven't even seen it yet. At a certain point, I kind of just shut my brain off. Joey Jojo can get on the YouTube. She'll be looking at the numbers all day. Like, we were over 32,000 a few days ago, and we dipped under. We just dipped right back under. And she goes, why does that happen? I said, you know what? When I'm doing a video every day, some people probably hate the notifications, and they just unsubscribe. And I'm like, fair enough, bro. That doesn't bother me. There was an acceleration by Milmerang 2 minutes ago, so he might have been going for the Steinfort sprint, and he did get it. That was for time bonification. So we got Milmerang, 3 seconds. Jonas Geens, Baptiste Gillet. I'm going to look at the virtual classification here, guys. Time bonifications today. Where does that put Milmerang? I'm not sure if that's showing up yet. It did. That 3 seconds has just moved him up 23 positions, if you can believe that. So he did finish quite far back yesterday, over 4 minutes down. He's 150 up the road right now. That's what it is. So he's moved up 150 up the road, 3 seconds ahead. So it's all going to come back in the end anyways. Those time bonifications may be important later. Yeah, this is virtual GC. This is just virtual right now. Okay. So Jonas Geens, Luke Bettendorf, Baptiste Gillet, they are in the break. These dudes here. We'll keep it on that. Obviously, it's going to come back, guys. But at the end, when it's all back together, that 3 seconds might mean something. However, he is 441. The best place rider today is Jonas Geens right now. 33 seconds. So a lot of dudes blew up hard at the end of yesterday. So we're going to see, these guys are just battling for green jersey points and K1 points. That's what they're doing. Smaller teams, Conti riders, Pro Series team rider. I think Victor Papon here is Pro Series team rider. Victor Papon from Langres in France. 24 years old. Finished 82nd yesterday. Oh, also did the Tour de Limousine. That's a race I really wanted to cover. I had too much going on. Next year, I want to do that race for sure. Super tough race. Every stage looked brutal. I think it's the one. I'm going to take a look at this for a second, guys. Yeah. Stage 1 of that race, it's a 2.1 race, guys. 184K, 3,100 meters of climbing. That was stage 1. Stage 2. Right here again. 174K with 2,800 meters of climbing. Stage 3. 3,000 meters of climbing. And just up and down all day. And stage 4. Take a look at this guy into Limoges. Probably the easiest stage. Easy, but not... This wouldn't be an easy stage, this, guys. Look at this. Up and down all day long. 2,400 meters of climbing. Super hard race, and it's 2.1 race. Next year, I'm doing that for sure. 100% I'm doing that next year. I'll just jump back here now. I'm going to use both these ones for Luxembourg now so I can jump in and out easier. So we got 7 riders, 155 gap now. Guys, I think soon we're going to enter phase 2 of the race. I think phase 2 is coming up right away. It might happen right before the climb. This breakaway potentially will be caught on the climb. I think they're going to want to have them all rounded up by then. Renee, ICW, I have to go today. Dude, thanks for being here, Renee. Appreciate all your advice about cyclocross and stuff like that. So, dude, I'm going to do that this winter. See how I'm going to figure that out, and we'll go from there. Dude, have a great day. Yeah, they could do that too. No need to unsubscribe the channel. Those not wanting to get notifications just have to turn them off. Yeah, guys, you can turn your notifications off on. I just never know, Mario. So, like, I think this morning, all the ones I lost, they all just came back. So, because Joe would be like, what happened? You lost 5 subscribers. I'm like, guys, 5 out of 32,000, it's ups and downs. It's whatever. I don't really think about it that much. Mine is concurrent viewers, interest. My number one concern right now is getting a sponsor. That's my number one concern. If sponsors come on board, then I can just focus more on making content and not worrying and stressing about how am I going to make this happen. Like, stressful. Dude, totally stressful. Oh, the coffee's good, guys. That might only be coffee one of the day. I may have to get a second one. Mario, someone was saying earlier, I think it was Swoosh Kid, was saying the GPX files are all available here. And, oh, was it you, Swoosh Kid, that said ride, was it the Tetris? Yeah, over at Slovakia. I think you can ride the Tetris Mountains. Is that what it was? I think. Where's Swoosh Kid on here? Yeah, right here. The official Tour of Slovakia website has the GPX file available for downloading. You should ride the last stage in the Tetris Mountains. Well, dude, I don't know if I could do the last stage. I am nowhere near that level. Speaking of that, I'm going to come back here now. I think the GPX files are available over at Tour of Luxembourg as well. Yeah, they are. You can download all of the GPX files for the Tour of Luxembourg over here. Man, I'm doing stuff. What language do they speak in Luxembourg, guys? I should know this. Change the language to English in country to United States. Wow. Yeah, they have all the GPX files here too. So you can download, it's called Route U. That's the site they're using. It must be some kind of cycling planner or just travel planner. You could be driving this stuff, right? Wow. Route U. Okay, I'm going to start looking into this website. How I change the language, I don't know right now. Okay, I'm getting sidetracked. Yeah, I could download that, make a quick by Terra route, and start riding them. It is getting close to inside season here, guys. It's getting close. Winter is around the corner. It's pretty far off still, but I like to make it sound dramatic. Although I think last year, late October, so thinking October 20th of last year, I think we were down to minus 19 overnight. I'm pretty sure. Today we're getting to a whopping 20 degrees Celsius. Not bad. It's not bad at all. And the 14-day forecast, frost is going to be imminent. Dude, check this out. Is this Calgary? Saturday, 29 degrees Celsius. Yes, dude, bring it. Then next week, a high of 15. That feels like fall weather to me. Yeah, it's coming. Yeah, Saturday, the 20th, 29 degrees Celsius. Woo! That's going to be a full Speedo day outside, guys. Just walking around in a Speedo, baby oil glistening all over me. Yeah, I know, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have told you that. They mainly speak French in Luxembourg. Really, dude? Just some of the words I'm seeing, I'm like, is that French? Okay, so maybe they speak a bit of both. Right here, results of the poll. Will Maren Vandenberg take the leader's jersey today? 42% agree. Based probably on the finish here today. Flatter finish today. The finish today, not as tough as yesterday's. Followed by German, English, Portuguese, and Luxembourgish. Actually, you know what? I looked that up yesterday, Don, and I looked up Luxembourg, just a straight Wikipedia. I'm going to do it again here right now. I was surprised how many Portuguese people call Luxembourg home. It's kind of weird to me. Like, why? How did that happen? So we're going to look up Luxembourg here, and I'm just going to use Wikipedia. I know it's not the greatest source, because you never know what you're going to get there. Yeah, so strange to me. Take a look at this. So I did this a few days ago, and we're going to take a look here. Nationalities of Luxembourg. 53% are Luxembourgers. 13% are Portuguese. Oh, Portuguese Luxembourgers, also known as Luso-Luxembourgers, are citizens. But why? Like, why did the Portuguese say, yeah, man, we want to live in Luxembourg, that's the place to be? Like, 13% is quite a bit, considering there's only 7.2% French, which is right next door. 3.7% Italians, 23% others. So just people from all over the world. And the currency is the euro, HDI. Yeah, it's probably a very, very nice place to live. That's probably why. They just want to go live there. I would too. Let me move in. Can I move to Luxembourg? What do I got to do to get there? Maybe after they see my video series here, they'll be like, yeah, dude, this guy has to become an honorary Luxembourger. We'll let him live way out in the sticks. He doesn't get to live in Luxembourg city center because he's from Canada. But yeah, it looks like they have a cool history here too. The Golden Age. Like, look at this, 1312 to 1443. You guys got stuff going on. Canada, as I know it, wasn't even a thing. Wasn't even a thing. We hadn't even thought about coming here yet. We didn't even know this place existed. Like, that is just insane. Like, how much history is here? Absolutely insane. Our history's different. We're so modern here. Old here is 150 years old, guys. I should show you this whilst I'm here too, guys. I'm going to do this on the sidelines as you guys are watching the race. I know Dawn's probably seen this before. I'm going to pull this up. It just showed up in my search this year. The Marion Dallerhof. Short climb at the end. It's one of the last climbs we take on today. Yeah, here it is here. It's coming up right away. This is where I think the peloton's going to catch the Breakaway group of 7 riders. There will be some attacks going off as they try to escape them. And then the sprint teams will be getting lined up for the sprint finish. Yeah, Dawn, I'd have to live in the English-speaking part too. Wherever that is. It's way out in the sticks. Dawn, we can be neighbors. We can live out in this little city, this little town. It's for people that just came here because they loved our history. And they made YouTube videos about us. Andy Schleck, I love you, bro. Wherever you're from. I love everything about Luxembourg. Invite me over. Here, guys, I'm going to do this on the side. Okay, see if I can get back to... This just popped up again. More from recent history. Where is it? Oh. Yeah, dude, this is great. Love this. Dawn, you've seen this before, dude, but I just want to show everyone this again. Guys, I made a little video a while ago. This is very close to my home. So if you want to know where I live, if you're new here, I know most of you guys here probably already know everything about me already, but this is very close to where I live. I'll show you where I live right now. Joey thinks if I show you where I live, you guys are going to come kill me. Here is the Inside Cycling World compound, as we call it here. Not a cult, but could be if you guys want it to be. My property is the tree line here, up to these trees back up in here. These all look planted by someone way back when. It's actually really forested back in here. Here's the junk pile. Actually, you know what that is? That's the roof that came off a barn when a tornado hit. And I'll show you guys that. So here's my entire house. The Inside Cycling World 10 by 10 cube of cycling domination is down here. The Inside Cycling World VIP lounge, exclusive access over in this part of the house. A few years ago, guys, I'm an idiot, I know. See this aluminum roof here, which is pretty long. Like this trailer you see here is 40 feet long. So yeah, like probably close to 80 feet long. There was another one right here. Okay. I think this is 2016. Tornado came through. So there was tornado warnings over in Didsbury, which is over here. Didsbury. Calgary's down to the south. I'm like in nowhere land. So it's about 25 minutes to Carstairs. It's about 25 minutes to Didsbury. It's half an hour to Olds. It's about 20 minutes back to Linden. There's nothing here. Except me. That's the important part. Lost track of where I am. So yeah, this is where I live. Come on over. Here's my laneway. Right here. This roof, there was another one here that faced due north. It was like a lean-to. While it went flying through here, actually you can see the damage. So this probably shows the damage. It flew through the air, took down a power line here. That's my well house out there, so I had no water. It bust through this fence here. That's why there's no fence. So this is a later picture. Obviously the roof's gone. Then it went flying through the air. And there's a metal pipe fence here. This is heavy duty. If you took a car through here, it would stop you dead in your tracks. It completely bent the fence over. It wiped out this automatic horse water here. I'm surprised that shows. That's a concrete pad. And the roof ended up over here, somewhere in this area. I got the power back up to the well house. Remember, it got taken down by the roof at about 11 o'clock at night. I am watching the race too here, guys. And then I was like, why do I have no water pressure? I had water at the house, but not water pressure. This water was completely like leveled. Water gushing out everywhere. Anyway, guys, long story. We're going to go check something out here. We are going to this place up here. This is like cool history in Canada. Check this out, guys, right here. I hope it loads up easy. This is the Sunny Slope Sandstone Shelter. Way back when people would come to Canada. Okay, we got some good stuff on the on Luxembourg. Let me get through this little story here, guys. I did a video about this. There's lots of cool little places around me. There'll be like a little marker on the side of the road. Like there'll be a rock with a marker. Home of the school, 1903 to 1952. And guys, living out here in the wintertime is brutal. You know, like I said, October last year, we had a really hard freeze up. Like minus 18, minus 19 at night. In October, like less than a month from now. January, February, you can get week to 2 weeks straight of minus 39 at night, minus 38, depending on, maybe it'll dip to minus 41. The problem is the daytime high might get back to like minus 33. Brutal. People way back when, in the late 1800s, when they were first coming through, like I think people started to come in this part of the world, like immigrants, mostly Europeans, in the 1850s would come through here, all up to the early 1900s. You'd come out here, you build a sod house. I think it was a German dude. He came out here way too late in the year, didn't have a chance to build a sod house, so he had to get underground. So he built a sandstone shelter. It's still there. The sandstone shelter is still there. You can walk to it. I saw some updated pictures. Someone did walk to it. Yeah, someone walked out to it 16 days ago. I parked here on my video. Yeah, guys, this is the sticks. There's nothing out here. It's just farmland. I parked out here and did a video of it. But someone did take pictures 16 days ago. Here is the pathway to the stone shelter. So this dude spent an entire winter out here. And it would have been cold. There is some pictures of it. I'll show you what he lived in. So that's what it looks like from the road. It's still there. It's 123 years later, which I know doesn't seem a lot to Europeans, but this would have been like living at the end of the world in Western Canada back then. There would have been nothing out here. I don't even know if there would have been roads. There would have been no roads. Would have been just like dirt tracks. Here's the entryway to his abode, all built into the sandstone. That's what it looks like. So there's kind of like a little berm. There must have been like just a little outcrop of rock sticking up here. He just said, I'm burrowing down into this to try to live. And there it was, guys. I think they say it's 8 feet wide by 10 feet long. He had a little hole here so he could have fires and the smoke could escape and he wouldn't die down there. So I think that's the back side of it. So the door is on the other side. And again, guys, take a look around where I live. It's flat. So this is a historic site. God, I hope I'm showing you guys all this. Yeah, I am showing you. It's good. Dude, I think it's really cool. The fact that some dude lived out here. And apparently, one guy living in the first year, people were like, they saw smoke, they thought there was a fire. So I think the local farmers that were in the area, there would have been no one out here, came to check him out. He moved out, another dude moved in. Anyways, I'll get back to the race here. I know I've been goofing around. That's just part of the channel. Looks like we got two guys in the breakaway having a nice little chat. Flanders Belloise rider and Milmerang here, it looks like, for the national team. I'm going to get back to the chat. I see you guys posting stuff here. Luxembourg is tax-free except for one thing, real estate. You got to have beaucoup loot to buy property here and maintain it. Okay. Dude, you know what I heard they're introducing it to Canada? This is according to our great Prime Minister Carney. So when you sell your primary home now, like your main home, there's going to be a huge capital gains tax on it. So they never used to have that. Because there's people back in politics back somewhere back east, I don't know, in Ottawa, saying that you gained the money without really doing anything. That's basically what they're saying. They're saying, well, you just gained the money. You didn't do anything to add that. It just went up in value, so you should be taxed on that. I've already got a friend, Ronnie, and Jojo's best friend, Kelly. He's already set up to move to the States. He's already got his company set up in the States in Arizona, which took a lot of time and effort. Like he said, it's taken him like, I think, a couple of years to do it. He can now run his business in the States. He had to prove all these assets he had. He can hire U.S. workers. He still can't work down there. And I said, well, what's that going to take? He goes, probably another 2 years and more money. But he can go live there and basically be the head boss, employ Americans. So bring in jobs to Americans, I guess. He's ready to move out before this tax kicks in. I don't think it'll actually kick in because I think at that point we would go burn down Parliament here. I would get a torch like the old days and I would have a pitchfork and I'd be marching there. That's when they would again declare War Measures Act like they did last time. We can hang out, drink coffee, eat Luxembourg pastries. Dude, sounds great. Matt saying, I think it's great that you have all the animals. That seems really cool to me. Dude, yeah, we got a ton of animals. We got goats. We got pigs. Guys, we just raise them for fun. I don't eat them. We have a mini donkey, and he is loud. He makes tons of sound out there. We have 3 horses. We have the Tour de France kittens. The Tour de France kittens are outside, and I wasn't sure what to do with them, so I just said, Joey Jojo, their mom's here. They live in they live in my hot tub area right now, in a big cage. And I'm like, you know what? Their door needs to be open now. They're getting big enough. They're the same size as when we found their mom wandering around the countryside, who became my house cat. They just hung out in that area yesterday, and I locked them up at night. Like, guys, come in at night, in the cage, you go out through the day. Come back. I want them to learn that. It is Coyote Central around here, so they got to be careful. Bring the chopper for the Airwolf mode, exactly. Yeah, dude, don't start serving purple Kool-Aid in the mesh Speedos. No cults here. It is a bit of a compound, to be honest. Yep, Don's heard the story before. Yeah, dude, that is a big thing here. Alberta secession sounds better each day. Dude, if you'd have your primary home, You buy it for 500 grand, it goes up to $1 million. Have you, okay, yeah, I made 500 grand, but not really. Because it doesn't go up 500 grand overnight. You're probably going to live there 15, 20 years, 10 years, property taxes, house insurance, improvements. Like really, how much did it go up? You're not going to clear 500 on it. Maybe you clear 350 when you think about all your payments and costs of living. I mean, house insurance is bad here, really bad. Like right now, I got to make a phone call today. Yeah, I got to make a phone call today about house insurance. My house insurance is over $7,000 a year just to have my house insured, which I think is very high. In the cities, it's more like $1,500. I don't have fire protection here. My house has never burned down. I've never seen a neighbor's house burned down. I see houses burned down all the time in the city with full fire protection. Once one goes up there, they all go up. Malte Hallerup is attacking here and instantly responded to by Milmerang, guys. These two dudes have been battling since yesterday. One dude is tiny, one guy's gigantic. Like, I think one dude is rocking 5'6", 5'7", and the other guy is walking around at 6'2". I think Milmerang got it, guys. Milmerang probably got that. They're in a huge battle for that GC jersey for the mountains. Okay. Milmerang probably got it there. I think that updated live, like really quick. He's got 11 points today, so it's 22 for Milmerang, 21 for Malte Hallerup, meaning Milmerang would take the jersey off of Hallerup's shoulders right now. He's calling for a bottle. This is Malte Hallerup calling for a bottle, and he's out the back. So 6 riders going up the road. I think he's pulling it back for today now. He's letting them go for sure. Yep, 5 seconds back already. Peloton at 142, so I thought they might have caught them sooner. I guess they're going to leave it a bit longer, wait till they get to the circuit, and then start dialing it all back. Yeah, we have too many animals. So yeah, we have 4 cats outside. Mom and her 3 kittens, the Tour de France kittens. Never got named. They don't have names. They're the kittens. That's farm life. I even told Joe, I said, you know what? I said, I got to let them out of their cage. They're just looking around. They want to do things, but they're really well behaved. They're like, I don't think they've gone more than 10 feet away from where they're used to living. They got to learn. Be careful, dudes. The mom, she lives up on top of my roof. When it first happened, I'm like, what is that noise? She climbs up the pergola thing I have built over the hot tub. She climbs at the backside, jumps on the roof. She can get right up on the house. That's her save point. Doug Brown, West Vancouver, $4,000 just paid, expensive but acceptable price for a road base. Oh, so Doug, you paid $4,000. Are we talking for your house insurance? Expensive but acceptable price for a road bike, though. Okay, I think that's what you're saying. Yeah, so I'm paying house insurance. Okay, dude, gotcha. Yeah, so that does sound high to me, but it is West Vancouver. I think my friends in Calgary, I've asked a couple because, you know, sometimes you don't want to ask your buddies what they're paying for things. And they're like, yeah, mine's high. It's like $1,800. I'm like, dude, I'm $600 a month out here. $7,200 a year. House insurance. Got you, Doug. But yeah, it's a good price for a bike, though. You're absolutely right. Good price for a bike. House insurance, what a waste. So yeah, it's because I don't have fire protection right here. But yeah, like in Airdrie, one house lights on fire. All the houses around it are scorched to the ground. They all have the siding come off them. We have used that siding here, which I kind of hate. It all melts. Cars get damaged. Fences get burned. Full fire protection. Yet, I'm out here, and yeah, there's no fires out here, guys. There's none. We just don't have that fire protection, so we're a huge risk, apparently. Yeah, house insurance. West Van, love it, Doug. I lived in North Van for a while when I was a kid. I'm still trying to remember the name of the main road that trucks along. I think it's the main road that trucks along North Van there. Probably, guess, goes into West Van too and goes out to the ferry terminal. Whatever that place is called. The name's in my head. The name is in my head, guys. So Hallerup has been dropped. He was fighting for those points, and unfortunately, looks like he's going to lose his KOM jersey by 1 point. So, loses the KOM jersey and is now dropped. 144. Teams are starting to get active here, guys, in the peloton now. Now they're thinking about it. EF's coming to the front. Groupama FDJ. Hilarious again. Tibor Del Grosso just riding behind the commissary's car. Way at the back. Behind the Shota car. Dude, does this guy just surf cars all day? Is that what Tibor Del Grosso does? Yesterday, he was way at the back. They even commented on Pro Cycling Stats that he's been dropped from the peloton. I think he just surfs cars. Yep, that's right, Fabsling. I went on Roof once to get a cat. Never again. Cat got up. Cat can get down. Dude, totally. I have a picture. I'll try to find it. I'm like, I wonder what the cat's doing. And I noticed her. So along the front of the house, you know, you got your gutters. She was sleeping in one of the gutters and suntanning. I'm like, that's a perfect spot for a cat to take a break. Nothing can get to her up there. You know, the coyotes are out here. So yeah, we found that cat. And actually, she doesn't have a name either. She's just my cat. We found her as a kitten, screaming her head off out in the field. Brought her in, took care of her. Slept in a cage. She slept in the same cage that those kittens are sleeping in right now. She's lurking around. She probably wants to get back with them. Yesterday they were all living on top of the cage together. Marine Drive, dude, that's it. Marine Drive. I used to live right off Marine Drive. Marine Drive runs east to west along the north side of the Burrard Inlet, past West Van and North Van. Yeah, dude, that's where I lived. I mean, yeah, I was in school then. I was probably like in grade 1. And I remember I just walked. Yeah, back in the old days when your parents didn't drive anywhere. Yeah, go walk to school. Bye. I never got driven to school. Yeah, is that dude surfing cars to fetch water balls for 2 minutes? Dude, I think he's just kind of surfing whales. That's twice now I've seen him hanging out. Tibor Del Grosso here. Young Riders Jersey rider, 1.9 meters tall. Did finish good yesterday too. He finished 5th yesterday. So that's what I noticed yesterday at the finish was like, hey dude, you surfed those cars all day long. Then you got to the front. Placed really high. He did get passed by Mark Hershey. And let's see who else it was. He was riding 3rd, I think, for a bit. And under a Vendrama. Right here. Vendrame? He kind of like just let off the gas and both those two jumped by him. Mark Hershey had a really nice finish yesterday. And you know, the more I'm following Mark Hershey and learning about him, dude, I'm really impressed with this dude. It's kind of like he's been around forever. I've kind of forgotten about him. You know, for me, he was like big back here, 2019, Team Sunweb. He was a big deal, and then he just kind of disappeared for a while. He was at UAE. What was he doing in 2019? Tour de Suisse, Tour of Norway, Basque Country, 2nd of the National Championships in Switzerland, San Sebastian Classic, 3rd place. Binky Bank Tour. I like that. Bink Bank. Belgian Tour. Deutschland Tour. 1st in the youth classification. Oh, it did GP Quebec and Montreal 2020. Okay, that was a weird year, wasn't it? Ooh, look at this though. 1st at La Flèche Wallonne. Everything was different that year. So, Liège-Bastogne-Liège, 2nd place. World Championships, 3rd place. Dauphiné, 23rd place. Then he just kind of went off my radar, and I think it's probably because I've now realized he's more dominant at the end of the year. That's kind of his time of the year. Gee, I want to look at 2023 here. Yeah, even 2023. Look at this. End of the year. Oh, he raced Skoda Tour of Luxembourg. He won it. He won Skoda Tour of Luxembourg in 2023. 2nd place at Coppa Agostini. 4th place at Bernocchi, 2nd at Grand Piemonte. I'm doing that race. 19th at Il Lombardia, the last monument of the year. Veneto Classic, 2nd place there. Yeah, lots of good results. Kind of later in the year to me. 2024, kind of the same thing. Look at this dude here, man. I talked about this before, guys. Mark Hershey last year. This is a big run here. This is as good as anyone. This is as good as Poggy right here, guys, I think. San Sebastian Classic, 1st place. Britannia Classic, first place. GP Industria, first place. Coppa Sabatini, first place. Marco Pantani, first place. Insane. And it's not like he's racing just continental riders here, guys. He's beating a lot of big names here. So kind of his time of the year to shine. I think I've talked about that enough now. Let's jump away from Mark. And we'll come back here. Let's get back. Okay, if I can get back to the race. Yeah, let's see if Tibor Del Grosso, if I'm going to watch him, see if he's in the car as much longer. Yeah, dude, I don't know if he's just going back to the car or not. Okay. Yo-yoing. Gotcha, dude. Popper, I'd prefer a Del Toro than a Del Grosso. Yeah, me too. Actually, I heard someone say that yesterday too. Might have been Patrick. Saying how much Skelmos for Lidl Trek crashes. Mateus Skelmos. He said the same thing, what you're talking about here about cyclocross, dude. Like, maybe not road race stuff. I mean, because I think cyclocrossers could handle any type of technical stuff. But they were saying Skelmos, Patrick's words, that he can't ride in Peloton. He crashes all the time. I saw him crash at Maryland Cycling Classic. He was the only one that went down too. So maybe that's where maybe it's an inside joke. I don't know. Guys, we're getting very close to the start of the circuit. 1 minute 27 seconds is the gap now. I'm noticing right after the finish line there is a little bit of a bump. That looks like it's probably going to be like a 1 kilometer climb at 5%, something like that. 3 to 5%. Maybe that's where the catch will be made. Alpeson's on the front. EF, Groupama, FDJ here. Let's go, boys. Arkea will be working for Tibor Del Grosso. He's 5th. We're going to see Tudor come up for Mark Hershey. EF for Marin Vandenberg. Obviously, Groupama for Gregoire. Fab Cycling. Del Grosso is a cyclocrosser, not a road race stuff. Not so familiar. So, yeah, he's probably learning all that stuff. Gotcha, dude. Yeah, driven to school every day until 2nd grade for Dawn here. Walked home every day. First bike in 83. No more rides needed. I can hear Zigster walking around out there. Doug, when the Vuelta was on, I saw many pro bikers. Oh, yeah, many pro bikers live in Andorra because it is favorable tax and residency program for pro athletes. Yeah, another place I'd love to live. Versus the prairies of Alberta, guys. You know, after a while, I think you get sick of where you live. It's just time for a change. I see where you guys all live, and I'm like, man, how do you get there? Doug Brown, I was in Luxembourg and stayed with a Brazilian who managed investments for youth soccer, plays from Brazil. Wow. Wow, dude. Yeah, some people have the coolest jobs. Swoosh good. Andy won the Czech Tour in 2024. Dude, I missed that, but thanks for pointing that out. Yeah, Hershey is like really, really good. Probably he's a 1 day / 1 week stage racer. That's what Mark Hershey is, and he's really good at it. Yeah, no, gotcha, Doug. Yeah, type is all fine. Many pro bikers live in Andorra. EU soccer players need more coffee like Colin. Dude, I definitely need more coffee right now. I'm thinking I might rip up and get one. We got 35K to go. Mats, I think Skelmos beat Poggy in a spring classic this year. Dude, it's possible. I'll have to look up that up. Where would I find Skelmos right now? I don't know where to find it. Sometimes I wonder, how am I going to get to this quick? We go find Lidl Trek here. Oh, he's in this race. Here's Colin. Skelmos is here, guys. So yeah, DNF Maryland Cycling Classic. He crashed like so early in the race before the storm. One rider went down. 4th at GP Quebec, though. That's pretty decent. 17th in Montreal. He's 19th at this race. So earlier in the year, Amstel Gold Race, first place. Right here. Boom. Dude, you called it. Matt, you got her, dude. Matt won this one today. Mateus Skelmos beats Poggy. He is a really good rider. Like, he's an awesome rider. He just, people say, Patrick said he can't ride in a Peloton. And again, could be an inside joke. Andorra, Mora Bank Classica. So that would have been in Andorra. Skelmos wins that one, beats Enric Mas, Christian Rodriguez. Ooh, that dude. He's a good climber. Chavez. There's Pidcock in 10th place. Archie Ryan for EF Education. Wow, another cool race I don't know about. So yeah, dude, you're totally right. He beat Poggy earlier this year. Ooh. Historical event. 7 kilometers from the location where the front of the race currently is. Oh, yeah, dudes, this is horrifying. Yeah. In 1989, Pedro Delgado missed his starting time for the prologue of the 1989 Tour de France by 2 minutes and 40 seconds. So, in the prologue, at the end of the day, he was 2 minutes and 54 seconds down. He was the winner from the year before. And that was 7 kilometers away from where we are right now in the race. We are going into Mamer now. We were probably right outside the city limits, coming into it now. Remember, this is the home of Nicolas France, 2-time Tour de France winner in 1927, 1928 for Luxembourg. So he's a pretty famous dude around here. So yeah, Matt, you're absolutely correct. Looks like the breakaway group at the front is starting to fall apart now. Milmerang is jumping off the back of this one. He's shutting her down. 5 riders still going up there, guys. 5 going up the road. Guys, I'm going to grab a quick coffee. We still have 32 Ks to go. I should be back before kilometer 30. See ya. Okay, dudes, I'm back. A little bit of a disaster out there. Where are we at? People probably looking for me here. And I'm going to jump back. Luke Bettendorf. Yeah, he's in this race. Lux racers have cool names. Arno Wallenborn. Oh, yeah. Skelmo beat Poggy Remco in a 3-up sprint at Amstel. So, dudes, yeah, it took me a bit longer than I thought. I said I'd be back by 30K. I'm back at 29. I walked out into the Inside Cycling World VIP lounge for plus exclusive treatments. And my little bro was out there. Here is the remnants of my headset. So this is a gaming headset, guys. I don't even use it, but he decided to eat it. All the wires are chewing apart. That's phase 1. Then the TV was on. I'm like, I didn't leave no TV on. I don't leave the TV on, guys. I'm Mr. Turn everything off. TV was on. I'm like, he's got the remote. Found the remote, just slightly chewing upon. He is a terror right now. So, what is he? I think he's 5 months old now. And like, Joey Jojo gets a little bit flustered with him. He's very friendly. He's very lovey. He's very needy. I said, why don't you tell people what kind of breed you bought? You brought a healer / Australian Shepherd. Like, just full energy. I said, you got what you deserved. Yeah, awesome result for Skelmos there. Thanks, Matt. You remembered it. Rhonda's back. Hello, cycling fanatics. I'm a bit in and out of the Lux Tour, but making sure to come in to like confies. Rhonda, thank you so much. Drop a like if you can, guys. Try to remember to hype the videos too the next day. Remember, you can't hype the live stream, but you can hype yesterday's video the day later. You can only hype 3 days a week, so hype whatever you want. I'd really appreciate hype from anyone's. Okay, breakaway group starting to fall apart, guys. There was 5. 4 just went on an attack. 1 guy's out the back. The Fapple rider here, I think this is Pedro Pinto. So yeah, he's destroyed my headset. Fine. He was eating a shoe. Don't care. It's just a shoe. And then what else did he get into? Oh yeah, he got the remote. So I'm going to have to start putting everything on Pi. He's generally pretty good down here, but I guess he's just a wild man right now. Yeah, get the cars. Yeah, the motorbikes are really bad. That camera bike right now is too close. It's just a photographer taking stills, but man, that thing is providing a draft. Yeah, dude, you need to be 30 meters away, minimum. Yeah, get going, dude. Yeah, that's terrible. Lux riders have chicken-centric names. Arthur Cluckers, Matthew Kockelman. Dude, yeah, I like those names too. We're gonna have fun with those names. Yeah, Luke. Is it Luke? Loke? When I was in Holland, I walked over into Luxembourg just because I could. Oh, man, I gotta get over there. I'm telling you, Tour of Luxembourg, I can do this live on location, folks. Andy, sign me up, bro. Whoever's in charge. And there we see it now. Pedro Pinto is dropped from the break, guys. That was 1 minute ago. We are through the start-finish line right now. We're looking at the Mamer Castle. Castle, I wouldn't say that's a castle. I'd say it's more like a really nice building. Not a castle per se. Too many windows. People would just jump right through them. But yeah, it looks super nice. Yeah, very park-like settings here. Alpecin, EF, Groupama, all doing the work on the front. More so EF and Groupama. They have more riders at the front. Only 1 rider present for Alpecin. Yeah, from a distance, that leader's jersey at Tour of Luxembourg looks like a Lido Trek jersey. Same coloration, different design though. Fab saying maybe you mean, maybe it was Belgium, yeah, because it's Belgium on one side, Germany on the other. That's right. I lived in Maastricht for a year, and if I could have gone to Luxembourg without going through Belgium, I would have. Okay. Dude, whenever I see the name Maastricht, it just throws me back to the older days of geology. If you guys know about that. Oh yeah, so there we are there. That was Colin's tour of the backyard. Colin's backyard tours. Dude, that could be a good channel. I'm going to try to type this out for you. Maastrichtian. Age. Okay, guys. Let me get into this for you. We're going to go deep. Deep into the depths of knowledge. Okay. Okay, guys. Deep into the depths. Deep into the depths of the toilet bowl swirls that Colin does every single day of his life. You're now learning about... So you mentioned the town Maastricht. I know this only as it's the Maastrichtian. It's a time period in Earth's geological history. It spanned the interval from 72.2 million years ago to 66 million years ago, right at the end of the Cretaceous, guys. 66 million years ago, that's when the dinosaurs die off. Wow. So that right here, it says right below us, the Cretaceous Paleogene extinction event, formerly known as the Cretaceous Tertiary event. Yeah, so Tertiary period is after the dinosaurs, after 66 million years here. The Cretaceous, Triassic, Jurassic, Cretaceous, up to 66 million years ago. And it does say here that it is named after a city in... Okay, right here. The Maastrichtian was introduced into scientific literature by Belgian geologist André Hubert Dumont in 1849 after studying rock strata of the chalk group close to the Dutch city of Maastricht. Most geological formations are named after something nearby, a town, a lake, river, whatever it may be. Both the formation and stage derive their names from the city. So you can see the geological timeline here on the side. This is the Cretaceous. These are all the groups going up through it, and the Maastrichtian was the last one. This would have been Dinosaur Central, guys. Dinosaur Central right here in the Cretaceous. The movie should have been called the Cretaceous period instead of the Jurassic. It just doesn't sound as cool. The Maastricht Formation, that would be that chalk group they're talking about here. It's known for its fossils from its age. Most notably, those of the giant sea reptile Mosasaurus. Guys, let's have a little quick look. We might get a picture pop up. So, basically, massive predators of the sea. Lived from 82 to 66.2 million years ago, whatever it is. Oh, I think we're talking about ammonite species, the base of the Maastrichtian. A lot of these things is how they did age dating back then. You're not really doing too much age dating with like actual dinosaur fossils because they're so much harder to find. But yeah, so dudes, whenever I see Maastrichtian, which I've learned a lot about, it's an age to me, not a place in Belgium, I guess. Back to the race, guys. Back to the race. I remember way back when having to memorize all those things. 22.9 kilometers to go, guys. So we've lost a headset. We might have lost some usage of the TV remote today. Ziggy Man is now banned for today anyways from the Inside Cycling World VIP Lounge. The deep cuts. I like that, dude. The deep cuts. Guys, I really gotta get this working better in here for me. Just love seeing all the stuff here. I go to Netherlands every year for a walking... Oh, Doug! Doug, are you the dude that does the big walks? Yeah, Doug. Guys, sometimes I forget. There's so many Dougs, Dons, this, that, the next thing. Doug is the dude that does the big walks, I think. So, Doug says, I go to Netherlands every year for the... Yeah, that's right, the walking tour, the 160K tour. Remember, guys, it was 4 days of 40K, I think is what Doug did. Believe that's you, Doug. And have yet to pedal there. I'll have to fix that in 2026, dude. Yes, exactly, dude. I mean, the Netherlands... I don't know, guys. What do you think? I think out of any country that rides bikes, it's probably Netherlands. It probably has the most cyclists. I think that's... Yeah, Netherlands, Belgium, Denmark. Rhonda's saying you are 100% correct. I get disoriented easily. Me too, Rhonda. She gets lost in Yorkville, Toronto. Joey was lost at the hospital yesterday, guys. And dudes, it's a 3-story hospital. I'm like, yeah, turn left. She goes, how do you know? How do you know? How do you know? I'm like, don't even ask me. I say that to Joey when we go places. She'd be like, are you sure you're going the right way? I'm like, please do not ever say that to me. Like, it's dialed in. But yeah, Joey's terrible for directions. Fab's like, when I lived in the Netherlands, I went jogging in Belgium every day. Quick jog across the Albert Canal. It's so weird to me. Buy all your black market fireworks. The snuggle back to Netherlands. They have the deep cuts. Cool geo info. Thanks, Colin. Yeah, I know a little bit of it, guys. I don't know anything about really the geology in the Netherlands. Just that name. Like, that's a name you know. And it's a very important name because that's the end of the dinosaurs right there, guys. The Maastrichtian. Now, if I was to read Maastricht by itself, there's certain words I can say. Just a lot of these names are named after cool places in Europe. Like the Maastrichtian's a big one. The Jura Mountains, the Jurassic, right? Just things like that. Colin, have you been to Parsborough or Nova Scotia in the fossil cliffs? No, Rhonda, I haven't. I imagine it's going to be a chalk formation when you say fossil cliffs. I'm thinking about it. I should spell it Maastricht if I was a good Limburger, speaking Limburgish. Mayor's asking, doesn't UC have fines for the people on the motorbikes? I think they do. Like staying close ahead or dangerous driving. Yeah, some riders, I think we were talking about the women's tour with that crazy DS that was driving in the peloton, trying to force their way around. Could have hit fans on the side of the road very easy. And Roadman podcast, I don't listen to it all the time, but there was a cool one. I should. Maybe that'll be my next podcast to get into. He said that's the biggest problem. That's the biggest doping in cycling right now is motor pacing. These motorbikes are too close. Up to 30 meters away, those riders are getting a benefit, like a huge benefit. Maastricht also famously has an elaborate limestone cave, and all mine they used to hide gold and art from the Nazis in World War II. Dude, it's cool stuff. I love that stuff. Fab Cycling, my Dutch teacher, this is from Doug, lives in Venlo and covers his Limburg accent so that I sound more average Dutch. Matt, when I was in Amsterdam just for COVID, I don't even know if I can say that, dude. That's hilarious, dude. I love it. Don't judge me. You can read Matt's comment here, guys. He had a little bit of fun in Amsterdam, apparently, allegedly. We're not really sure if that happened. Under 20 Ks to go here, guys. We got Baptiste Gillet, Jonas Geens, Victor Papon, and Luc Bettendorf. Whenever I hear Bettendorf, I think of the huge U.S. airbase. Isn't there an airbase, Bettendorf? Positive. Doug saying, Fab saying for sure, I already speak good Netherlands. Yeah, guys, I can't speak any of these languages. I'm sorry. I just kind of like go with the flow. This guy, that guy, make up nicknames. I'm probably bad for doing that, but it's kind of what I learned doing my inside cycling stuff. I would make up nicknames on the fly, trying to keep track of everyone. In those races, I have control over what we see. So I'm not just stuck with this. I can bounce up the group. I'm trying to remember names as I go. People generally like it. Want to make sure you guys are on the right stuff here. Yes, you are. So yeah, Ziggy has been a bad boy today. The good thing is I don't really wear that headset anymore. I generally just wear earbuds now. It's so I can hear Joey Jojo. Colin! My hearing's so good she can be outside and I'll hear her calling my name. I'm like, what? Can you open this for me? 150 kilometers done, guys. We got under 19 kilometers to go. Ooh, this is going to be a super early finish today here for me, guys. I got extra time today to get stuff done. I find when the races go like to 10, I feel like my day's almost over. By the time I settle down, do things, I come back in the door. Like yesterday after the race, did some stuff here, had to race to town. That trip to town was like over 2.5 hours just to get some food for the animals and a few other things. Come home, it's 1 o'clock, jump on the bike, it's 2 o'clock, sit around, cool off, shower, it's 3 o'clock. Okay, what's for supper? Start setting up the feeds for tomorrow. I guess we're learning Dutch talk here. Good, yeah. Yeah, I guess gargling, water at the base of my throat for a bit of... Yeah, so Rhonda, I do not know about the Parsborough, Nova Scotia fossil cliffs. I would imagine they're probably in a chalk. Just when you say fossil cliffs, get lots of fossils and chalks, guys. The big one out here in Alberta is the Burgess Shale. Is it Alberta or BC? It's way up in the mountains, guys. They have all these weird critters. I should probably pull it up for you guys. I think it's the oldest location in the world. I've been there a long time ago. Actually, kind of like before I actually said, yeah, I'm going to become a geologist. Okay. Dude, let's talk about this. We're going to more geology talk here with Colin. I'm going to do this pretty quick here, guys. This is a really famous spot in the world. The Burgess Shale is a fossil-bearing deposit in the BC. So it's right across the Alberta border. It takes a long time to get in here. It's out in field. So Canmore, Banff, Lake Louise, Field is the next town. There's a huge hill down. I think it's about it might be a 5-kilometer descent down into the town. But from Field, I think the round trip walk is like 8 to 10 hours. It's a lengthy walk to get in there, but it says right here, it's from the Cambrian. At 508 million years old, in the Middle Cambrian, it is one of the earliest fossil beds containing soft part imprints. At the time when I was in school, I think this was the oldest. So they've obviously found something else, but weird critters. Like, check out this dude. This is the Anomalocaris. I think this was like a 1 meter long, like, dudes were like that. Kind of weird cockroachy type critter that floated around in the water. So these are just imprints of the bodies in the shales. Some really cool stuff. Yeah, Burgess Shale. So it is right on the border there. I should get back up to speed on this. Charles Walcott, I do know that name. It's hard to get up there. It's not where you take your kids hiking. Even as, an adult in shape. Oh, dude, yeah, check this. Here's a big suggestion for me, guys. Look up this dude here. This guy is so fascinating to read. I read all his books in university. Stephen Jay Gould's book, Wonderful Life. He talks about all the weird evolutionary paths that happen over time. He's a proponent of not gradualism. 16 Ks to go, guys, but more. Yeah, so there's, what do they call it? I think they call it, it's called something gradualism. Basically, things just change over time gradually. He believes in punctuated equilibria. Him and another dude have that, I'm trying to remember the other dude that made that theory up. Where things stay constant, same, and then boom! Something so drastic happens that only those that are best suited can survive, or they have to change so rapidly. I think I believe in both. I should dig out those books again, or find them all again. Yeah, fascinating. Over 500 million years old, guys. It's a World Heritage Site. I wish they'd show more of the fossils, though. Like, there's so many crazy things up there. Like, the weirdest, craziest creatures you've ever seen. Yeah, so this is what it looks like here. Doesn't show it very good. Walcott Quarry. I mean, you're up. Hey, it looks kind of like the Dolomites, doesn't it? Yeah, just these shale beds that stick out there. Okay, we're good. Guys, I'll jump back to the race now. Back to the cycling. Coffee, cycling, geology. What else, guys? Sled dog talk. The occasional Ziggy updates. English is a mouth language, but Dutch is so much more guttural. Yeah. Good morning, folks, from Dave. Dave's in the mix. Parvo, you know better than me. The first true reptile. Okay. Ancestor of all dinosaurs that would rule the earth 100 million years later. Doug St. Colin is just he's extremely knowledgeable. Dude, I know just a tiny bit. Dude, I took quite a few paleontology courses at university. I took some advanced paleo. I went and, the only reason I have this guy is because I was helping a dude with his postdoctorate work in paleontology. So, like, undergrad, master's, doctorate. I'm going to keep going to school forever. That dude probably went to school for 12 years. Christopher Collum, if you ever see this video, dude, I miss you, bro. I haven't seen him for years. He was a cyclist. He grew up in Colorado right around that same time as Andy Hampson and all those boys. I imagine Chris has got to be probably 5-6 years older than me. I think we only ever did one ride together, but very knowledgeable on cycling at the time. He was a teaching assistant in my first ever paleo class. So that's how I got to know him. Went into the field with him, collecting fossils. Dave, if you want to see a convergence of weird species, walk around the club district of any major city. Yeah, you will see rich, poor, wannabe, rich, homeless, and all in between. People of Walmart. Oh yeah, I love that. Attack by a rider here from Efapple. Who is this? I saw Efapple on the attack yesterday too. And I think they did the same kind of thing. Late stage attack, get on TV. And that's okay with me. The attacker is Alexander. Oh, he's a Russian rider. No flag. I don't care. He's from Russia. That's where he's from. Just going to say it. He's from a place in Russia called Czech Borisary. Yeah, whatever. Time trialist. This guy does have a strong time trial under his wheels. Let's see what he can do today. What else is he doing? He did the Volta at Portugal. Dudes, next year, I'm doing this race somehow. I don't care what it takes. I'm doing this race next year. 10 stages long, and it's brutal. It's a brutally tough stage. 2.1 race. Gets no TV coverage. I'll have to find where... I'm going to find a weird TV station in Portugal that's going to broadcast it, and I'll try to decipher what they're saying. So I need to learn Portuguese in the next year, guys. Stat. So we do have our 4 up the road still. Man, they're still leading. 20 seconds back to Grigoriev, further 7 seconds back to the peloton. The 4 up front are starting to look back. A lot of looking back now. Our lone rider up the road just being hunted down by the peloton. This isn't going to go well for this dude here. Guaranteed film producers opted for Jurassic over Cretaceous because people can't pronounce it. Plus all that on. Yeah, true. This reptile recorded at Joggins Cliff remains pivotal to understand the origin of all vertebrate life on land. Rhonda, I didn't even know that, so I'm going to look that up today. I love geology, guys. There's so much cool stuff with it. Like, yeah, guys, I was mostly an oil and gas geologist because that's how you can actually make a living. As a paleontologist, you're doing it, maybe you're going to write a book. Maybe you can become Stephen Jay Gould. He talks about all sorts of cool stuff like, Darwin going to the Galapagos and finding the finches, Darwin's finches, the turtles there, tortoises, whatever they were, and just weird things in the geological record, how species diverged and how they didn't happen gradually. They might have happened catastrophically. That's a big thing that's coming back around now, is catastrophism. That's a hard word to say. Maybe things didn't change just slowly. It just happened like boom, within a few short years, everything changed. And so species had to react to those pressures on them really fast. And I can see it working in both places. Okay, yeah, it is Doug. Doug's the big walker, 4 days at 40 at Nijmegen. Dude, awesome. Yeah, awesome. And again, I only really know Nijmegen from basically a little bit of knowledge of World War II history and a game I used to play. In fact, I think the last campaign mission I played of Advanced Squad Leader was the whole Operation Market Garden. I played it with my friend Mike. Mike DeRoche. Bro, where you at? Walmart Bingo. A fun game to pass time if you need something to do. Yeah, what is Walmart Bingo? Fab Cycling asking. Leopard Print Center Square? Yeah, probably. Yeah, the people of Walmart is bizarre. Mero. RTP, the Portuguese public TV, covers the Volta of Portugal. Mero, that's a tough race, isn't it? So Mero, guys, is from Portugal. Mero's our superstar rider here. This year they passed by my hometown at Tomar. Mero, I was watching it mostly because Project Echelon, a continental team I know, races there. Fab, try not seeing VPL on the dudes. Okay, I don't know what we're seeing there. Okay, guys, 10.5 kilometers to go here. 4 riders out front. The Efapple rider, Gregorov, has been pulled back. Aaron Smith back here for the finish. Hope McNuggets is keeping his shape for Worlds. Dude, I'm so excited for World Championships. I'm actually excited to be up like at 2 o'clock in the morning to do it too. Like, I'm going to be on fire. I'm going to make sure I get some good rest. So much geology in Alberta, you really don't need to go outside of the province, Colin. Yeah, I do, Rhonda. I do. Colin, go to Walmart, hang out for 30 minutes, you'll get it. Okay. Dude, I got to get my camera going. I got to get this little camera going I have here and just walk around and then just do a full audio commentary later. That's what I want to do. Someone here mentioned it. I should do walking tours. Yeah, dude, I totally want to. Oh, visible pant lines. VPL. Okay. Walmart bingo. Walking around the store, finding stuff like a dude wearing flip-flops with an undershirt. Okay, gotcha. All the weird stuff you'll see. Guys, at the front here, Decathlon looking pretty present. Really like seeing Team Pulte up there as well. Taking a look at the actual GC here, guys, right now. Gregoire for Groupama FDJ, Vandenberg for EF Education, Hershey for Tudor, Decathlon, that's why they're there. They're for their Andre Vendor mix. Apparently that's his nickname. Tibor Del Grosso, Alpecin de Koenig, Lidl Trek, Soren, Craig Anderson. Okay, gotcha. Look at this dude here for Henkow, Adverix, bike company. It's been around since the 80s, I believe. Balabio, Giacomo Balabio here. These guys should all be caught. Jonathan Narvaez for Team UAE. Matthew Bergado, Total Energies. Pepin Renderink for Sudal. Finish is coming out, guys. They will be descending. They've actually, I think they're on the descent now. Should be just going over that right now. Yeah, they're descending down now. A little bump at the bottom. Kind of a flat run to the finish. Looks slightly uphill to me. Okay. Let's just follow us. Yeah, they're in sight now, guys. They're probably like 50 meters up the road here. These guys are just fighting to stay on TV as long as they can here. Good job, dudes. Lots going on now, guys. Yeah, Rhonda, dude, like I want to get back on my geology too. I've looked for all my textbooks. I can't find them. So I think I'm at the point of finding a cool old, like I honestly want a Geology 201 textbook is what I want. Like physical geology. It doesn't have to be like basically what you would learn first year as a student. I'm just going to get a used one because things don't change that much. Oh, yeah, Aaron. Oh, speaking about evolution versus fast changes. Yeah. I've always been fascinated about whether the Earth's polarity changes in a nanosecond or over time and how might it affect our current world when it does. Dude, yeah, there's lots to talk about that. Like they talk about catastrophism. Sometimes it doesn't mean it's like in one day. It might happen like what if all the glaciers melted off like over a period of a year? I mean, that's pretty catastrophic. There's talks right now. There's a dude I listen to. They talk about a lake in Montana, Lake Missoula, which had a huge ice dam. And basically catastrophic waves, the biggest volumes of water ever, like so monumental that they carved out the Grand Canyon. So and dude, I think that's pretty way out there. But dude, when you look at some of the flooding that happened in the States this year, and you saw like the huge scour marks and those floods in the US that happened in Texas, those flash floods, they were nothing compared to this Lake Missoula flood. Dude, I think that happened like 12,000 years ago or something. Where they're saying like a lake that was, there was a big ice dam across it. And the lake is, let's say, a mile deep. And the lake is, let's say, 500 miles long by 300 miles wide. The whole area was a lake. And the dam let go one day. And everything comes out. It would just carve right down to this. So there's talks about that too. I don't know if it's real. Dave's working on getting his GoPro going. Yeah, dude, yeah. What would happen if the polarity just changed? I don't know if that's possible, but it has flip-flopped over and over. They know that. They can look at the crystal orientation in the rock record. They can see the crystal orientation as they grow in magma, which way they're pointing. So the magnetic orientation to the North Pole and how it moves around. That's how they know that stuff. It's 10 days, tough ride. This year was too many hots. Yeah, dude, it was brutally hot. Most international teams are looking at Volta Algarve. That's another great Portuguese race, guys. I think that's in February. Okay, so that's on Eurosport. Duolingo. Yeah, I've heard about that too, Rhonda. learning the language. Okay, guys, they are catching them. 6K to go. I'll try to get off the geology here now. I'll try to get back to the race. The catch has been made, guys. It looks like it's all back together, like right away or within the next few seconds. Yep, Walmart, bingo. A lot like going to a WWE event, NASCAR, perhaps Metallica. Could be any of those guys. Yeah, the 4 still, it's actually Luke Bettendorf still holding him off, and he gets most combative rider today. Luke Bettendorf has been there all the way, guys. Soudal's now pulling on the front here. Sprinters are coming through, guys. This is a sprint stage right here. We knew the breakaway would be going all day. And we knew they're going to get caught. They're leaving it right to the very last second here. These guys are probably like, come on, just catch us already. And there is, oh, so Bettendorf is for Hinkau. Smaller team, continental level team, guys. Hinkau, Advarix. Where are they from? Austria. I looked this up during, I think, the Czech Tour. Because I saw their bikes, and I'm like, I've never heard of a Hinkau. It's a very hard word to say. In the Lux Tour, the breakaway just got hit by a high-speed train. Yeah, they're right on them, guys. 4.7 kilometers to go here. Average speed right now is just a smidge under 44 kilometers an hour. Let's get it on. Boom, boom time, guys. The fireworks are going to go off. Yeah, the breakaway now. Fist pumps all around. Good job, dude. We got caught. Let's settle down. We'll go to the back. We'll finish 3 minutes behind. Teams rolling through now. Alpecin, Soudal, and there's a green colored team here. Let me figure out who this is. Trying to figure out this team here. It's probably a Conti team. I don't think it was Equipo. Maybe it was Rembe. No, lighter color. That's Wagner Basin right here. Wagner Basin's got a couple of riders on the front. They've lost a rider. Oh, yeah, that's right. David Persico was out yesterday. Final 3 kilometers, guys. Ooh, so it is kind of lumpier at the finish than I thought. We do have a little bit of an uphill, kind of falls flat here, guys. This isn't going to be like yesterday. This is a lot easier than yesterday. Maybe I'll try to put this so you can see exactly where they are in the lumps here. Yeah, you can see it's just rolling lumps. 3.6 kilometers to go, guys. There it is, attacked by a rider from Wagner Basin. They were sitting on the front for the last little bit. I'm glad I figured out who they were. They're kind of like in a light fluorescent yellowy greeny jersey to me. He attacks on the front. I can see Tudor already setting up behind here for Mark Hershey. Trek on the far right hand side of the road. Alpecin sitting dead center for Tibor Del Grosso. Aaron saying, can Colin name all the country flags on his shirt without looking? Dude, I don't know. I don't know yet. Ethan Hayter. Okay, so how much time we got, guys? We do have a bit of time here just to mess around. Ethan Hayter, that's where we're talking about. Pop Marina's telling us here. Ethan Hayter, Soudal Quickstep. That's why they're at the front, guys. Wagner Basin, his name was Quentin Beza. I think he was in an attack yesterday too. Okay, he's been brought back, guys. He is brought back already. Soudal riding on the left. Nope. Alpecin is over now, over on the left-hand side of the road. Trek is staying, Lidl Trek staying over on the far right-hand side. That's coming at me. Soudal Quickstep in the middle. A couple of EF riders lurking as well. Where's Tudor now? Tudor's kind of disappeared from the front now. 2.6K to go. Not an it's not a hard finish, but it's not just a pan flat sprint in. It's quite rolly. Come on. Yeah, Dawn, love the Grisha on Wout van Aert video you sent me. Great name for a cycling team, Arnie's Army. Arnie's Army must be a team out of Latrobe, Pennsylvania with okay, dudes, I'm lost. With Yuengling Beer as a sponsor. Aaron's going super deep here, man. Super deep. Talk about supercuts. Rolling through the forest here, guys. Fantastic. I need my tax breaks in Luxembourg. I don't need to buy a house. I'll just live in a tent somewhere. Video here showing 2K to the finish for the Shoda Tour of Luxembourg. What's the K for then? If the S... Does the Skoda word use the little arrow too? I'm not seeing it here, but... Is it really Shoda? So what's the K for? Okay, guys, overhead shot here. Really ramping up now. 1.4 Ks to go, guys. Which team has the best sprinting train this Tour of Luxembourg based on combined career points? EF Education. Top sprinter, Vandenberg. We saw him finish second yesterday. Lidl Trek will have Soren Craig Anderson. Team Polti Visit Malta. Manuel Penalver. EF leading right now, guys. We just mentioned EF. They're on the front. Only 2 riders, though. Third place rider there for EF. Who is that? I think it's an EF rider. Yeah, it is. EF rider probably wearing a different jersey. I'm going to say it's probably Maren Vandenberg right there wearing the points jersey because Romain's wearing a different jersey today. There's 4 EF riders up front. Yep. He's wearing a bluish jersey with his pink helmet. So that is Marin right there. Marin Vandenberg, guys, coming into the sprint finish now. It's going to light up first real quick. Groupama FDJ sending up boys up the road here right now on the left-hand side. Decathlon's getting pretty rammy here too. Uno X, crash, guys, crash. Crash is going to throw the sprint apart. We still have Vandenberg there. Vandenberg's now launching his sprint. Vandenberg launches the sprint. Seeing that happen live, guys. Lost a bunch of dudes out the back. Everyone kind of let off. Like, looked like a dude who might have been in a national jersey. I think it might have been a national team rider. It looked like a national Luxembourger. All the cameras pulled out so far. It's going to be hard. Uno X got it, I think. No, national team rider got it. Guys, at the finish line, Vandenberg kind of gave up. Like, he was spent. I thought the Groupama rider was going to get it, which could have been Gregoire maybe. But it is here. It is a national rider. It's saying it right here. Matt, guys, you're going to love the name. I think it was Doug earlier saying he loves the chicken names. Matthew Kockelman from the national team here. They're like in the red jersey with black bibs. Wow. I got to see the replay of that. Soon as the finish line came, the camera just zoomed right out. So I was trying to guess who was crossing the line there. Gregoire not sprinting, already stayed behind. So I'm trying to figure out who the Groupama... There was a Groupama rider there. We've got a Kern rider down on the road still. Third place for Tom Donenworth here for Groupama. Yeah, big crash there. Trying to figure out who that is. Oh, Decathlon was Vendrame. Okay, let me see that again. Watching it here. There goes Vandenberg. Oh, so Vandenberg got passed by a few other riders there. I thought he got third. Here's the Groupama rider. This will be Tom Donenworth at the line. The national rider just comes flying up, and there's a Decathlon rider in the national riders team surfing his wheels, gets right to the front. Yeah, Vandenberg probably finished fourth there. Just waiting for preliminary results, guys. Awesome win for this national rider here. Who does he ride for? Pro Series rider for Lotto Development Team. 21 years old. Matthew Kockelman. They got a pronunciation for his name, but it's Kockelman to me. First place on stage 2, guys. Let's hang out and see. Oh, he's doing the shush thing. I hate the shush thing, guys. So we got Matthew Kockelman, Andre Vanderme for Decathlon. That's going to keep him high up in the standings. He's going to get time bonuses today. Ooh, this could be interesting. I think he was fourth, so he's going to get a 6-second time bonus right there. Tom Donenworth will get a 4-second time bonus for Groupama FDJ. Tibor Del Grosso came through in fourth. Maren Vandenberg got fifth. I thought he had fourth, but yeah, it's fifth place. Giacomo Villa here for Wagner Basin WB. Yep, Uno X, I saw them sprinting. Great win for this dude. Awesome win for this dude. I don't think the bookies had money on him. Yeah, exactly. The team with 0 points gets the win. Okay. Yep, crash there. I still haven't identified. I thought he looked like he might have had some kind of national jersey on. It did kind of look red, white, and blue to me. The lightish blue color of the national. Okay, Gregoire still got his... Yeah, guys, it's so funny here. It is a Lidl branded jersey. So the leader's jersey for this race is Lidl on it. It's red, yellow, and blue. And then they have a big Groupama on the front. It's got Lidl on the sides. It's got Lidl on here. So another team... He's wearing another team's jersey, kind of, in a weird roundabout way. You still pronounce the K. Shkoda. Shkoda. God, that was good, eh? That should be like a pronunciation thing. Oh, we got a civilian riding his bike, trying to keep up here. Just gets absolutely smoked. He's in a full all... Yeah, there was the crash. 2 riders went down for sure. Yeah, one guy red, white, and blue, and then the Equipo Kern Farmer rider. Stallone Stallions. Yeah, win by a rider of the Luxembourg selection team. Exactly. National team rider. Yeah, there we go. The Luxembourg champion took out the other guy. Hope he recovers. And it looks like the other rider, who I think is the Kern rider, the Kern Farmer, Equipo. I always say their name wrong. I think he looks more hurt than the Luxembourg rider. So yeah, the Luxembourg champion here. That's what it looked to me. It's got that light blue, white and red. Dude, awesome seeing this national champion dude here. Sorry, national rider getting congratulated by everyone. Like, dude, that's a huge win. Huge win. Beats all the World Tour pros. All these national riders will be coming from Conti teams and Pro Series teams. Matthew Kockelman. Speaking of bingo cards, I did not have Kockelman on mine for the win. The podium is a who are these guys top 3. We got Vrendermix. Okay, so here's the GC. Yes, okay, sorry guys. Kockelman, Vendermix, and Tom Donovan. Yeah, pretty much. I've only knew of Vendermix from something I read this morning. Vendrame there for decathlon. In the GC right now, guys, it's still Romain Gregoire in first place. Ooh, big move by Andre Vendrame here with the sprint finish. He bounced up 6 seconds. That puts him into second place overall. He moved from 4th to 2nd. He's only 4 seconds behind Gregoire now. Yeah, great win by this dude here. Awesome. 3rd place, Vandenberg falls down 1 place. Mark Hershey falls down 1 to 4th. Del Grosso stays in 5th. Soren Craig Anderson in 6th. Pepin Renderink moves up 3 positions overall. He must have got a time bonus out on course today, because he was in the big group finish at the end there. Then we've got Mathieu Bergadeau from Total Energies moving up 1 spot. This dude here, Carl Frederick Bevort from Uno X. He was in the sprint finish there at the end, 7th place overall. He moves up 8 positions overall. So he's in the top 10. And then Giacomo Balabio here. Oh, I think this is a Hrinkau rider. It is. So great for them. Continental team rider in the top 10, which I think is absolutely friggin' awesome. Good stuff for those guys there. I love this. So everyone picked Vandenberg to win. He got 5th. Del Grosso, I think, got 4th. Wow. Tom Donenworth here. This dude, let's take a look at him. French dude. From Aurillac, 27 years old. There was PCS stars. 40 people picked him today to win. 66 picked Matthew Kockelman, the winner. So I would say, even Andre Vandrama here, there was over 1,200 people picking him to win. That's probably a long shot. He gets 2nd place. But these 2 guys, they're the absolute stars today to me. Like, coming out of nowhere to take that. 1st and 3rd place. Lux Champ taking out rider to allow fellow countryman to win is a very Chloe Dygert move. Ooh, yeah. Ow. Yeah, just 2 riders down. But it really slowed down that whole pack. And that happened at 500 meters, so that did impede a lot of riders back there. They all jammed on the brakes, had to swerve around it slowly. There was probably 40 riders ahead at that point. The two riders that have crashed, Cluckers Arthur, Tudor Pro Cycling, and Germain Zemke for Remb Radnet. So many names. Just happy they finished the stage from Dawn here. Oh, Fab Sinkins. Aaron, let's leave Dygert's quads out of this. I've said too much. I think we're seeing Chloe at the World Championship racing. I think she's racing. When is the World's TT? Dude, Sunday. Sunday. When is the World's TT, and who's going to be in the mix for men and women? Dude, let's have a look at that. Okay, dude, let me just do this quick. Let's take a quick look at stage 3 tomorrow. We are going for an Mertert to Vlaanderen. 170 kilometers, 3,100 meters of climbing. I think this might be the Queen stage. I think this is technically the Queen stage here, guys. It's a lump fest. This is a total lump fest here, guys. Bunch of non-categorized stuff at the beginning that looks like it's going to wear you out quite a bit. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 categorized climbs. Actually 6. There's one at the end called the Grand Rue. Steep little wall. There's a wall at the finish tomorrow. And it is a circuit at the end too, guys. We enter the circuit and we do 3 climbs up the look like it's called looks like the Nikosberg, I believe. So tomorrow's going to be an awesome stage. That's going to be a banger, that one. This is a GC type stage right here. Look at the sprint point they have here too. Make them go up this long drag and then sprint over the top on the downhill. Yeah, sprinters, good luck. Sprinters, good luck there. So yeah, Aaron, you were just asking. Ask and you shall receive, guys. Wow, look at all the races tomorrow. Tour of Luxembourg. This Van Vlaanderen race here tomorrow. More Slovakia tomorrow. Tour of Hongchang. Chrono de Gatineau. Oh, that's in Canada. Pretty sure that's Canada. It is. 16th Chrono Gatineau. Women's Elite Racing there, guys. I might have to take a look at that tomorrow. And it looks like it's in town. Okay, that's different. Giro Mediterraneo in Rosa. It's a 2.2 race. But big stuff here. Dude, Men's Elite Individual Time Trial in Rwanda this Sunday, September 21st. 2 a.m. for me. 2 a.m. Dygert's quads are the envy of the peloton, but her bike skills are not quite as golden. Major puncher stage in Luxembourg tomorrow. Pop Marine saying Kokelman has had some good results in the junior races, including a stage of Lavigny. Okay, awesome. Dude, so that's the men's race, 2 o'clock in the morning. Don't forget, let's just check out the women quickly. I want to make sure. I'm thinking Chloe Dygert's in it. Let's just snoop down here. Yes, she is. So Chloe, you can check out her quads on Sunday, Aaron. Nothing weird about that at all. Yeah, dude, it's going to be great. Yeah, it's going to be fantastic. I will probably... I don't know how I'm going to live my life that day. I really don't know how I'm going to do it. Because we'll be doing... Saturday, we'll be doing Tour of Luxembourg. We'll be doing Tour of Slovakia. There's also Super 8 Classic on Saturday. I'll probably get like a little nap in the afternoon. I'm going to have to. I'm probably going to sleep as best I can through the night. Joey's going to hate me Saturday night. Another boring night at home with Colin, the pretend cycling commentator. And then Colin's going to get up at about... I always hate when there's just a weird sound in my room. Like, what was that? Colin's going to get up at like 1:15, get the coffee pot going for 2 a.m. start in Rwanda. Guys, I'll be covering all that. So I think that's going to be pretty exciting. Guys, thanks for being here. I think we've covered everything today. I hope you had a good time. I know I did. It's only 5 minutes to 9 in the morning for me. I got a lot more going. Oh, these are the flags Aaron was talking about right here. I wouldn't have been able to name them at the time, but I could probably name them. I'd have to look at them closely. I can see there's a couple weird. There's like right here. I can't barely see that one. They got some squished ones it looks like. Anyway, dudes, thanks for being here. Someone messaged yesterday, hey, love your channel, glad I found it informative, not over the top, except when I say dude too much. Yes, dudes, I do say dude too much. There's times, though, I've called Joey dude. I went to visit, when we visited Bob in the hospital, I'm like, dude, what's up, bro? The tour dad. That's just how I talk, man. It's just like, if I'm calling you dude, you're my friend. Like, yeah, we're dudes. Thanks, Colin. See you again tomorrow. Dude, Ian, thanks for being here. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Shout outs of encouragement, guys. I love them. Little messages to me, because some days I don't even know how I'm going to do this anymore. But, yeah, I'm just thinking down the road. Like, this is easy right now, but I'm thinking during the dread winter when it's minus 35 here, and I got like one race to do every week. That's going to be really hard on me. Anyway, guys, stay focused, stay positive. Let's rock. CHAKA get it on. Guys, see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. I'll get my stream better set up for tomorrow.